You drinking? Just we're live.
Guess what? Hey, we live. We live.
Okay.
Hey, y'all. Television and Ratchet. We are episode 112. Missing in the box. I'm just gonna skip him because he doesn't matter. But we got the man, the cleanest, the nicest DJ, the politest person on the planet, the Chick-fil-A of all DJs, Panam.
What's up? What's up?
There, we got Candy down here. We got Keish. Shout out to Straight to Tate. We got Naughty by Nature.
Yay!
And missing is Pastor Bishop Omega, but who cares? So, what's going on? How everybody doing today?
Good.
All right, yeah, we got a lot of things to talk about. A lot of things that we need to be discussing. See what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Oh, show.
I know one of the biggest things right now is the NBA and all the issues with that. You late as hell, but
I told you I go live what I know, ladies and gentlemen. Starting back over, you know what I'm saying? My name is Bishop Omega, and my hairline is on lean mode.
Emo?
I got an emo hairline. My hairline's depressed.
Nah, he got
the reason why I'm not wearing a hat is because I'm getting a cut on Friday, so y'all get to see me in all my motherfucking Cro-Magnon glory right now.
You know
when's the last time you had a haircut, sir?
Today I'm gonna call you Dwayne the Rock Johnson because your hairline is on the people's eyebrow right now.
Or you smell Bishop's cooking?
Smell like pork chops.
It does. I'm porking it up. My hairline is porking it up right now.
Depending on who you're talking to, that would be a good thing. Fried pork chop.
My hairline is not righteous. It is not as is it. My hairline has not been on its dean in 7 months. Because then I went to the Baldy for for about 2 or 3 months, right? Mm-hmm. So I had the Baldy. And then I just grew it back, and now it's back. The curls and stuff is back in. Now I just got to get it all pieced together, right? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man, Mike Moody.
You getting a man unit? What you mean pieced together?
My hairline, just go get it back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Telling you the marker, we just fill that right in.
All right, show it to Michael Moody. He left Bible study.
You know that's what's up. Yeah, that's my man, Mike Moody. Mike Moody definitely on duty. You know what I'm saying? Mike Moody was my photographer at the wedding and everything like that. And also, I've seen Mike Moody drunk on probably 105 occasions. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so he's not anybody to trust. He's not trustworthy at all. You know what I'm saying? P-Nominal, what's going on with you, P-Nominal?
What's happening?
You out here looking like you just came back from the Republican National Convention?
Oh,
he does. He does.
Like that. That's so dirty.
He got his prep school polo on.
Hey, why not, man? It's clean. I'm gonna make it work.
Is it true?
Sure. But for everybody just joining us, make sure you share this with your timeline. Hit the share button. Helps us out tremendously. Share it with your friends. You think somebody would like it? Let them know. Let them know. Intelligently Ratchet is live Wednesday nights 9:00 as per usual.
Yep.
Candy, what's going on
with the promo? I'm proud of you.
There you go. Because he ain't do nothing else this week. He ain't did nothing this week.
What's that? Somebody calling in?
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, let me shut down Facebook too.
I'm about to say we got that feature. We can start having people leave voicemails, and we can start checking the voicemails on the show.
Oh yeah, let's do that. How you know what I'm saying? Let's teach them how to do it.
What?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Technology.
You got to call in.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like radio. Just let them roll.
All right. Look. So if y'all want to do it, somebody type the number in. It's 919-780-4520. Y'all go ahead and start doing that, and y'all want to start leaving comments. Y'all got suggestions. Y'all need advice from any of us. Start dialing the number. It'll go straight to voicemail. We'll check it. We'll start getting back to y'all.
Boom. That's what's up.
We'll call you.
Yeah, don't call us. We'll call you. Actually, we don't. Actually, no. Call us. We won't call you.
Yeah.
What the hell's wrong with you? We got better shit to do.
That sounds like a pop copy motto.
No, but we will listen to your messages. You know what I'm saying? We may play them online, so don't leave your names unless you're trying to expose somebody. We're not gonna do that either. We're not trying to be held liable for nothing. But if you got advice or anything, we will give it online on the air.
Woman.
Yeah. So how's everybody? Like I said, how everybody week going? I done had a crazy week at work, man. I'm happy to be home and I don't have to go to work tomorrow.
That's dope.
Like he said, that's dope. It's like
you working in your line of work when you say you've had a crazy week at work. That's kind of scary a little bit there.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a crazy day today, but I was dealing with spreadsheets and data. So
I did not have a crazy day. I ain't having a crazy week. It's wonderful. I'm inside. I ain't turning 8 more shades brown. I don't mind the brown, but I'm glad.
I want to be out in the sun.
Say it. What happened?
I like it.
So you hanging in the sun and me working in the sun are two very different situations, right? So I'm glad to not be in the sun and taking a break from it. Yeah,
I understand.
Yeah.
When you paint that set at Dick's Park, Candy?
Say what?
When did you paint that set at Dick's Park?
Last week, this weekend, and I went and finished Monday morning.
I'm gonna go sit on your bench.
Please do.
I'm gonna go sit on your
Please just go. Please do. That's what it's there for. Please go sit and have fun and take selfies and go on a socially distanced date or something. Please.
And you did it big too, because like where I would have stopped on the top, you did I would have hit the top of everything. You did like the stems and all that stuff. I would have stopped at like just the tops only. I'd just let that shit just be what it been.
That's why you're not an
I
artist.
wanted you to walk up on it. I wanted you know how like see this. I don't know if this is appropriate, but too bad. You know how you can see it from the back? I want you to see it coming up. Like I want you to see it as you walk up.
While you walk up, I feel that shit look dope. Like
yeah, go have fun. Thank you. So yes, I'm happy. I'm taking a break this week. This is wonderful. My break ain't like that I'm sitting on the couch sleeping, but
but not outside.
I'm exploring aerosol. I'm cooking and I'm exploring aerosol. It's wonderful. I'm having aerosol paint, like spray painting.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll
figure that out too.
They're sniffing it.
And making art. She's making art.
Just aerosol.
Exploring aerosol.
Puffing and a puffing.
Mm-hmm.
That's that good aerosol.
Yes.
Speaking
This aerosol costs too much.
of cocaine, have y'all seen the memes that are coming out about what's his name? Which Trump was that was zooted off of coke?
This son.
Oh yeah. Talking about Jamie Trump, whatever.
Is that Junior?
Trump Jr., isn't it?
That's Trump Jr. He was coked up.
Yeah.
He was coked up. He had the I'm coked up beard on and everything like that. Yo, he was like, my hair slicked back. If your hair slicked back like that and you got a beard like that, you want cocaine.
But I mean, what if he's always on cocaine? Like, what do we do with that? Like the fact that that might be his normal situation.
It happened.
First of all, I want to congratulate him for motherfucking being able to be productive while on cocaine. Like I believe you're really you're not an addict if you're still productive.
And that was some productive shit.
I don't know about that, Bishop.
Yeah, that's just called a functional cokehead.
Yeah, he's a functioning addict.
Functioning addict. If you can function, hey, if whatever, like I'm saying, if he out there, as long as he's not out there, you know what I'm saying, selling VCRs for $5 and shit, you know what I'm saying?
No, he's fucking hosting diplomats and shit. That's worse.
Listen, they on coke too.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Yo, what I'm saying is right here. If you don't think everybody in the White House is doing the line or two during this administration, this is something.
A line or two an hour during this administration.
Hold on, we got a cabinet meeting. Hold on, real quick.
Let me get tight there.
Ready.
Oh, ready. Okay.
Wow, that's how they do it.
Wow. That's why I always, you know what I always think of anytime I think of cocaine. I think of like, you know how Hulk Hogan used to beat him up, and then all of a sudden he would just start getting pumped up. Like, yo, the cocaine in hit. That's what he saw.
That's what it was. I'm never gonna look at Hulk Hogan the same now after that analogy, Bishop.
Oh, yo.
Start hulking up. It's the cocaine.
Don't look it up right.
But you know, even more coked out I could believe than Hulk Hogan is Randy Macho Man Savage.
I was just about to say that.
Yes.
Can you?
Ooh, yeah, brother. I'm like, yo,
when that mug said, Elizabeth, nigga don't know what to do with his hands. He's like, ooh, yeah. See when I'm gonna come through Macho Man Randy Savage, point at you with his pinkies. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Start talking junk. Yeah, out there with your grandstanding and your hot dogging. Yeah, Randy Savage was the man. And those Slim Jim commercials were epic.
Oh,
yes.
Man. R.I.P. Randy Savage, man.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Yeah, he was coked up too. Him and Ric Flair.
Oh, yeah.
So the moral of the story is that Coke has done a lot of good things. Coke has done a lot of good things.
If we could put it like this, cocaine is probably 90% responsible for all entertainment.
Which is why Rick James said cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Yeah.
Because if you do the right, because I have a theory. If you do the right amount of drugs, if you do like the right amount of drugs, you're a genius. It's about like, if you think about it, like anytime any rock stars, anything like, you could tell when they had whatever their drug of choice is, when they just hitting that bitch, they hitting that bitch right there on the line, like boom, genius shit. Then they do too much and then music get whack, and then they got to get clean, and then the clarity comes back, and then they like, now they back genius.
Is that like
right? They be on the cover of Jet magazine. Yeah.
What you drinking, Bishop?
I'm drinking a Miller High Life.
Oh,
the
champagne of beers. That's like
I like Miller High Life.
Champagne of beers.
That's my favorite beer to cook with.
Just as judging people.
This you could judge me if you want to, because this is the combo meal with cocaine. So if y'all just see me doing this right here,
not the highs and the lows. I know, like
going down.
That's what you drinking.
Some Just Juice.
I was about to order some today.
Watermelon kiwi.
But my money's funny.
You know.
When your credit won't get it?
Dang,
And his credit won't get it.
You know, my credit's terrible with Just Side. You know what I'm saying? I probably owe that man $20 from 2 years ago. I know where I'm at.
He said, "No, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool."
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm drinking. It's called the best cookout beer of all time. You damn right, it's the best cookout beer.
Yes.
Oh,
my aunt, like my aunt,
if y'all say so.
53 now, but that's her beer of choice to this day. That is her beer of choice. When I was little, I used to go stay with her for weeks in the summertime, and she'd go get her a bumper, which is the 22 of Miller High.
Oh, okay.
A pack of Cools.
Like I like it in the bottle. I like it in the bottle. It's one of those beers like when you want to have the beer taste, but you don't want to have real beer. You know what I'm saying?
Beer snobs would never drink that. Beer snob would. Because they want you. Are you a beer snob?
No. I'm saying
I wouldn't drink it. Though.
I mean, I know you're not because you're drinking Miller High Life. I drink Coors Light.
Okay, so Justin, what is your pick for the cookout beer?
Corona.
Oh,
you're not a beer snob.
Fast Superior.
I'm not. As I say, I'm not a beer snob. I'm actually like a Yingling, or you know what I'm saying.
Oxtown.
Yinglings. Outside of like Yinglings would be my beer, like my absolutely favorite beer. Because when I went to Philly, the first time I ever had a Yingling was in Philly, and it tastes like apples and laughter. So I was like, "Yo, I love this beer."
Oh, when you went to Philly,
so you visited?
That means
when you were a kid.
Hold on. When I left Philly, I was in that drinking age. I had to go back to Philly, and then when I went back to Philly, I had a Yingling.
If you was really from Philly, you would have been drinking in 4th grade. So I call bullshit.
Are you from Philly, Candace?
On top of that, if you was from Philly, on top of that, if you was from Philly, you said you wouldn't have said I went to Philly. You would have said I went back home.
Listen.
Yep.
What I said, I meant to say when I was in Philly or whatever, and I put the both together. Went back to Philly.
Bishop, don't let them handle you like this, okay?
You went. Okay, you went to Philly. You went to Philly. It's
I know.
Cool. You can go to Philly.
I'm from West Philly.
You can go to Philly.
Google Maps.
You can go to Philly. That's fine.
Right. I'm from Philly.
You went there. Okay.
I'm really from but I'm from Durham though.
Thank you.
I am too.
I got maybe you from where my homegirl is from, Bishop. Maybe you from where my homegirl is from. I think she's from like Abington or somewhere.
That's where I'm from.
That was not.
Listen, what I was
like seriously, my homegirl. That's where she went to school. The school's mascot was like a horse. A horse, the horse with the white ghost on that shit.
It's the galloping ghost. What's your friend's name?
The galloping
This is the second guest that we'd have had from the. Why is Phenomenal? Why are you looking like the Missy Elliott?
I was wondering if it was my internet.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, I think my kids got that on the internet. We gonna fix it.
Video. What? Put my hands where my eyes can see video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo,
y'all can hear me just fine, but I'm skipping around, correct?
Yes,
Yeah,
correct.
Oh yeah, heck yeah. You on like
you look like closed circuit television on speed up.
He is just you like a Japanimation and shit. I'm gonna mouth all the words phenomenal.
He got a US cellular hotspot.
Boost mobile hotspot.
Leave phenomenal. So Candace, who's your friend from Abington?
Her name is Tania.
Oh.
She's like a year young. She's 30.
Don't tell her your age.
I'm be 30. No, I'm be 39. She's 38, I think.
That will be one after. That will be
That'll
one
be after me. So I don't know her.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yo, phenomenal.
Don't they have a bill? Don't they have a bill up now to legalize marijuana?
Yep.
They do. I saw that.
Marijuana.
Yes.
We could talk about
I hope they pass it. I am an advocate for it. Like, go ahead.
Really?
I fully support it. Always.
Right.
Do your weed.
We need to have some cookies sent to your house.
Never that. No, thank you. No.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no,
No.
I'm
just saying, I think a Weeda Baker could probably hook you up.
I'm cool. No, thank you. I get pissed off.
Nah, you know what? So. Listen. I think a Weeda Baker. If Justin does not accept said baked goods or whatever, I can just go by and pick them up. You know what I'm saying, for charity.
You are charity.
You are charity.
Okay.
You see my hairline? I got a charitable hairline. My hairline's crazy.
Is that what your theme is going to be tonight?
Huh?
Bishop Omega hairline dude tonight?
Nah, man. I'm just saying, like, yo. I just realized that my hairline has always been this crooked for my whole life, and then because when you get haircuts, you know what I'm saying, Pino, and maybe just doesn't remember what it's like to get a
haircut. Hey! Don't get mad because your half of your hairline look like a roundabout. Don't start.
Oh,
look, kids, Big Ben.
Better than roundabout than a Kodak, just.
Oh.
Hey, I'll grow mine back. I ain't no problem.
I bet you gonna grow back. Grow it back. If you grow it back, just I'm gonna find.
I mean, it ain't gonna be looking like that, but it ain't gonna be looking. I ain't got no. I ain't got no Jefferson joint.
I feel like you got a Gerald Jefferson, or you got the LeBron James.
Yeah, I got a LeBron.
You got LeBron. Okay, so
okay.
You like a burn
reasonable.
Yeah.
Burn victim like shit, like they just put the fire out.
Yeah, I got my joint look like I said the Nestle joint. Like a Reese cup, the back like a Reese cup. Yeah. Look, I just know when to quit. Go ahead and knock that out.
Model Ginobili.
Yeah.
Oh.
Since we talking about the NBA,
let's talk about it.
Segue.
You like
our
that?
segues be awesome. Like
no
our
game.
segues are super dope, man. Because them shit we go. Thanks a lot, Justin, for the set. Yeah, so let's talk about the NBA. How if y'all don't know what's going on with the NBA,
I don't.
the Milwaukee Bucks, which is 45 minutes away from
Kenosha.
Yeah, from what is it? Kenosha? Yeah, from
Kenosha.
Kenosha,
Wisconsin.
Why does it sound like? It's a radioactive spill there at the same time? Does it? You know what I'm saying?
Wisconsin.
Okay, I know a young lady named Kenosha.
Kenosha. Ooh.
Oh wow!
Does she have a master's degree? I hope that baby got a master's. Either she got a master's degree or she got 15 kids. One of the two. She ain't
got no kids. Lawyer. She ain't got no kids. No kids.
That she a lawyer.
She got 2 master's degrees. Yeah, she got 2 master's degrees.
Yeah, she got 2 masters. But the Milwaukee Bucks decided not to come out. They just was like, we're not coming out when they were supposed to play Orlando for their game 5, and they didn't tell Orlando that. So when Orlando came on the court, they were like, "Yo, where's the Bucks at?" Bucks like, "Yo, we're not doing it." So Orlando ended up walking off the court. They didn't. The way they did the protest, they didn't tell anybody. It was rumors, of course, all day, but they didn't tell anybody. They didn't confirm it with the league or anything like that. So the NBA jumped in front of it and just was like, "Yo, you know what? We're going to cancel all the games."
They're postponing the games.
Well, excuse me, I should say postponing the games.
Which is a difference. They're not going to lose the money on the games.
Right. They're going to get
that money to later at a later date.
Right.
But
that's if they do play, because some of the players are like, this could be an indefinite situation where like we're not going to play at all.
Yeah.
So how do y'all feel about that? Do you think
want to play anyway?
Hmm?
They kind of didn't want to play anyway.
Right.
No.
In the bubble.
The WNBA, some of them didn't want to play in the WNBA, but I think that the penalties for them are different, right?
Because nobody's watching.
Right. The money for them is different, right? B?
True.
Even their contracts,
not the same,
right? It's a different entity, and so like contractually, they have a different setup.
Right.
So there are things and maybe it's because of that, but there are things that the NBA is allowed to do, maybe because of the money they make and the bigger crowds, but that the WNBA just doesn't. They don't make as much money.
Right.
So you don't make as much money, you get treated differently.
Oh,
you don't have as many. You don't have as many employee rights, maybe, whether that be right or wrong. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is, but I think that with the NBA saying like, "Yo," because either way, it's going to hurt tonight, though, right? It's going to hurt because they'll get a little. You know what I'm saying? They might make that money back. They might not. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's like, does it hurt right now? You know what I'm saying? Because that's a lot of advertising dollars. That's like even Kenny Smith walked off the TNT stage. He's like, I'm gonna be with the players. He walked off the stage too. What it's showing is that it's putting the pressure on the owners and everything like that. Because when they did that, what happens is that they, you got to think about these stadiums and all that stuff, and these owners and stuff. They got a lot of power. So when they start putting pressure on the people that can make actual change in the city, when you like, yo, you're not gonna get this revenue, you're not gonna get these kickbacks or these or whatever that's coming out of my stadium now. Money talks, and when you start making people lose money, you know what I'm saying? Then they're like, all right, listen, hey, chill. They're gonna start putting that pressure in, or I'll move my team. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you imagine that if an owner does this right here? Like, if you don't get your police force right, I'm gonna move my team.
Yep.
That's
or just the fact just the fact that their money is power, right? So the people who happen to own certain organizations or on the basketball team, even if they ain't threatening to move, they know who to call, or they know who to call to call.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
that's right.
I mean, and it's not just the money aspect of it. It is it is these athletes who are revered across the world using their platform to bring forth awareness about social justice. Like it is like back in the 60s and during this, during the civil rights movement, athletes were a lot more involved in social justice causes than they have historically been recently. And I think it's because sports wasn't as big a business back then as it is now. Like they didn't have, unfortunately, as much to lose back then as they're not as worldwide as, across all cultures, across any demographic. They love fucking basketball, football, baseball. Mm-hmm. It's like back in the 60s during the civil rights movement. Yes, other cultures, white people liked sports, but it was not as widespread. So it was like those athletes were for us, and our musicians and all of our public figures, they were for us because cultures weren't as entwined as they are now. Because they are culturally, it's a huge melting pot. It's just when you get down to rights and what people deserve as human beings, just under the surface of culture is where it gets all fucked up.
Yep. Love the culture, don't love the people. You know what I'm saying? I like what you do, but I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like I've always said this right here. It's like you got to look at it as if all of a sudden you playing your Xbox or whatever and it gets sentient and it'd be like, you know what? I don't want you to play me on Thursdays because it hurts. You know what I'm saying? You're like, fuck that Xbox. I paid for you. You know what I'm saying? You're going to do what the fuck I say do. You know what I mean? And it's almost the same thing, you know what I mean, if you can understand it. But yeah, man, it's a dope situation. But speaking on the flip side of it, on the flip side, the more lighter side, why? And this is for everybody that watches the NBA and everything like that, and that are, you know, I mean, I think a lot of us have a bunch of sneakers. Why don't we have prominent white players with dope sneakers? Have you noticed that? Like, you know what I'm saying? We have never had like a Jason Williams sneaker or a dope ass Steve Nash sneaker. We haven't had a Bill Laimbeer sneaker.
Why do you think that is?
It's the names, yo. That just doesn't carry.
Exactly.
Like
Luka Doncic. Does Luka Doncic not deserve a dope sneaker?
Yo, I got them Luka Doncic. They don't even sound good.
Sneaker store.
Right. Yo, you got them Luka Doncic?
You call them LDs. Sorry. You call them LDs. You're like, yo, let me get them LDs. Let me get them LD 77s. You know what I'm saying?
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
That don't sound good.
Not hot. Hated it.
No.
These Pages Stojakovic's. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you get those pages.
Because you got to be able to sell the shoe. You got to have a personality to sell the shoe.
Yeah.
Like Dirk Nowitzki. I think we should have had some Dirk Nowitzkis. Dirk Nowitzki did his thing in the league. He should have some dope ass.
I can see Dirk Nowitzki. Yeah, I can see that.
But think about this. No, they've had shoe deals, but so you know how we got LeBron, Melo, CP3, Leonard,
Iverson.
These guys have their own signature shoes. They'll get shoe deals, but they don't have that signature shoe. And I think that, you know what I'm saying, more white players should have their signature shoes.
Nope.
Did Larry Bird have a shoe?
Larry Bird had.
He doesn't even have a top lip. No.
He had a shoe deal with like Converse or something like that, but
did he? But they never took off either, I'm guessing.
No.
That's a good point, Bishop.
Wasn't Stan Smith a white basketball player?
Nah, that's a tennis player.
That's like Andre Agassi. Now, Andre Agassi has some. He has some joints. He has some. The Agassi's was dope. You know what I'm saying? If you
because Andre Agassi could come to the cookout. Like you gotta have a personality to sell the shoe with.
Man, fuck that. Kawhi Leonard don't have emotion. Tim Duncan didn't have a personality. he invented the phone posits. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying I think we should have.
There's a double standard. Just admit to the double standard. It's a double standard. Like you gotta have swag if you a white player, but you can just ball out if you black.
I think what you should do, we should go ahead and we should get the Steve Nashes, the Bill Laimbeers, the Kevin McHale 4s. We've been cheated from the Kevin McHale 4s. Is what I'm saying.
Wow. What? I mean, you left out John Stockton.
Listen, you know what? John Stockton would have shape ups. You know what I'm saying? He should have John Stockton's shoes would be shape ups.
He would have his deal with Skechers.
He be walking in the motherfuckers like this.
Wiggling. Hey, I'm John Stockton. Get your booty right. Skechers.
That's how P9 be strolling up to his DJ sets.
Hey.
Yo, P9 would have wear some Skechers too. I think P9 would get a deal.
I think he got Skechers dress shoes though.
Wow, they don't make no Skechers dress. Listen,
you look? Did you look?
Just for you.
You searched.
You got the wing.
I didn't search.
But when my kids were little, they would always want fucking Skechers, the Velcro things, because they didn't want to learn how to tie their shoes, and I refused to buy them.
Well, yeah, that's laziness.
So P9, you don't know how to tie your shoes?
Combat the laziness.
I know how to tie my shoes. Thank you. I don't own any Skechers.
I'm new here. Why you're always the butt of all jokes.
That's just what these two right here do. These two guys.
First of all,
Justin's always trying to clown me because he's jealous of my DJ skills because he got out of the game and I'm still in. That's the main thing. And Bishop, it just depends on the day.
Because nobody was checking for DJ Specs.
Nobody was checking for him at all. I put out one mixtape. It got 3 downloads, and that was me on all my phones.
He said from all my phones.
You went up 7 games, yo.
It's okay. It's okay.
He had 2 phones. He had 3 phones.
That's it.
Oh man.
It
was a track phone. It was cricket phone.
Yo, no, I had
BlackBerry.
I had a BlackBerry, an Android, and I had an old T-Mobile Sidekick.
Wow.
And then when I switched to all Apple products, I was like, oh, I can do this for real on everything? Okay, give me that iPod.
Oh, here we go with the snobbery. Stop it.
It's okay, y'all.
I'm sorry.
Man.
I'm
Was
sorry.
iPhone snobbery?
Huh?
iPhone snobbery.
According to all we're the only iPhone users on here.
It's fine. We can be iPhone snobs.
That's fine.
We talking about shit on Straight to Tape.
That's the essence of being a snob. Duh. You like when
if the blibble doesn't come up, man.
That's right.
Right.
I look at people different if I text you and I got a green bubble. I look at you. I do.
Bravo to Apple for figuring out a way to market a product to people, to create division, right?
Uh-huh.
No. You know what that is iMessage. And iMessage.
I know what it is, but it's amazing to me. I'm not even hating on any of y'all.
The marketing,
it's amazing. Like somebody created a product to make y'all behave this way. I think it's I want to make some shit that make people do the same thing. Like I want to make some shit that makes people be like, if you don't got like a painting with Candy name on it, I want to make a product like that.
I mean, I'm like that now. I'm like, y'all ain't got no candy carver sent by? I ain't talking about. I got a candy carver. I got a 1-of-1 candy carver right there.
Yep.
Right.
I hope it works.
I need to make some more. I still ain't made no more.
That's a 1-of-1. That is a 1-of-1 candy carver.
That's a $2 million piece right there.
Word up.
Low key, like
the value.
That wasn't for free. How many lap dance you give with Josh?
Huh?
You out here? You give us out here? You shaking your ass? Did you shake your ass with that motherfucking?
Hey, that Lloyd Dexter. Told you. Shout out to the OnlyFans. Hey, you know what? Shout out to my OnlyFans.
All right. So speaking of OnlyFans, another transition. Way to throw that oop. But listen, so OnlyFans. So I want everybody to chime in because I seen on the post earlier today. And somebody said, "Is OnlyFans prostitution?" Is OnlyFans? So hold on. What I want to do, what I want to do is this right here. Just since you're the producer, I want you to pick.
Okay.
And you give your answer, and then you go through that. Let's rock with it. Go ahead, just randomly pick someone, and then we will, and then you can go in and you can speak intelligently about if you agree OnlyFans is prostitution or is not, and why do you think so?
Okay, first person I'm going to is not paying attention.
Bam. Hey.
I was paying attention. The prostitution is defined as the practice or occupation of engaging in sexual activity with someone for payment. So, no.
Okay.
I see you, Keisha. I did the same thing. I googled the definition as well.
Next person, Leo. Yeah.
What's up? You already googled the definition, Candy. You up?
It's not.
Is only paying?
My bad.
Put the spotlight on them.
Who's the pretty girl? Who's the pretty girl?
Oh no, it's not prostitution. Fuck y'all. Always on my whole damn life. What do you do about it? It's not prostitution. Like there's no. It's just people making money off of their talents.
Off their talents.
Well,
everybody has a different skill set, and especially for real, especially sex workers. All right. Mm-hmm. So, like, you may have some opinion about sex workers, but it's a reality, right? And
has been since the beginning of time.
Amen.
Okay.
Look, so they can't strip at the strip clubs, right? It may not be as safe for them to be out in the street or whatever.
Bash, you tripping.
Like meeting strangers isn't safe. Rona probably push this forward a little bit more. So, like, sex workers are like shaking it or doing whatever, and they're getting paid on the internet. That's a lot safer for us as a society in terms of like a pandemic.
There you go.
Nothing else.
Okay. Keish, can you do me a favor, please? And please reread the definition for me, please.
I shall.
Thank you.
Proceed and continue.
The practice.
I know, right?
Can I read?
Can't help himself.
Prostitution is a noun. The practice or occupation of engaging in sexual activity with someone for payment.
I think it's closer to like pornography because you're not actually engaging.
It's absolutely pornography. Yeah.
So
some people.
If I'm sorry, go ahead.
I mean, somebody said that it's like virtual prostitution, but I think because if it's photographic where there's just pictures out there, I think that makes it more like pornography.
Right. And to Muhammad's point, like he says, masturbation is a sexual activity. Yes, it's prostitution. Some people may get off on Martha Stewart and masturbate to Martha Stewart's cooking show. Does that make Martha Stewart a prostitute?
Yo,
first of all,
that's a great rebuttal.
Next time you put my business out in the street, Keisha. Next time you put my goddamn business out in the street.
You should have never told me.
Listen, shit.
But Martha people have Stewart. There's so many different things that get people. You can't. There's clearly, like you said, it is.
That's a fair point, Tico.
It is pornography.
Mm-hmm.
Not prostitution.
I feel as
now
though
some porn stars may be prostitutes. We can have an and here,
right?
But we can also have a porn star that does her shit and goes on home to her whatever.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean it's not. I don't think it's prostitution unless it's prostitution. You know what I'm saying? Like unless you're saying like because it's kind of like the OnlyFans shit is kind of like this. No, and I will not stop it because it's kind of like this. it's kind of like saying something's gay. Oh, that's gay. But you're doing that activity with a woman. Can't be gay. It's not the same sex. You know what I'm saying?
What are you saying, Bishop?
Are we really gonna do this right now?
Bring me all the way up. Bring me all the way up.
Yes.
Bring me all the way up.
Yes.
Martha and her gravy shots. Martha taking gravy shots.
Gravy shots.
But no, bring me up just all the way because I'm about to go into one of my joints. Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay. Since I'm the cameraman.
Thank you. You are. Okay. Look deeply into my hairline. Okay. So.
Ooh. You just had him do that so you could say that.
I know, but no. So prostitution is prostitution because it is with a prostitute. It's a person that's out there selling. No, I'm saying it's. What I'm saying is right. It's a sex worker that's actually having a one-on-one contact with you on a basis of them being a prostitute. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like what I'm saying. It's the same thing when you try to lump OnlyFans and the prostitutions. It's kind of like when the dude says he like anal sex with a woman, and you say that's gay. It's not gay. It's with a woman. You know what I mean? It can't be gay because it's not with a person with the same sex.
Okay.
So, and the definition of being gay is not the same thing. The definition of it being prostitution, it's not in the same. It's not in the same place of prostitution because what Keith just read, you have to pay that person money and then actually have sex with that person. I'm not having sex
or engage in a sexual act.
Right. You are having sex with yourself, and I'm having sex with myself. So guess what? It's not prostitution.
But having sex with yourself is a sexual act. But if that's how you want to sell it, okay.
Right, but I'm saying because
it's a sexual act with yourself. It's not a sexual act
with someone
else.
Right.
Like you're not with that other person. You're using that other person as stimuli. Right. But
it's
you're not with them. There are no bodily fluids exchanged.
Nope.
So
and that's when sex is real sex. When that body explodes, when you get this fluids. When I put my fluids on you, put your fluids on me. It sound like if it don't sound like macaroni and cheese, it ain't sex.
Macaroni in the pot.
If it don't sound like that,
here we go with the whap.
Yeah,
it's definitely not prostitution. I mean, you're literally selling a fantasy. No different than OnlyFans is the new Pornhub. I mean, it's just one-on-one versus.
Yeah. Does it fall in the lane of sex work? It does fall in the lane of sex work, and what else?
Sex work, sure.
Yeah, sex work, sure. Prostitution does,
but not prostitution.
No.
And something Chico said earlier. I mean, that's
define sexual, because if it's based on sexual activity, define sexual activity. Because if it's for the purpose of someone to masturbate or get off or be enticed or be aroused sexually, yeah.
Pornography.
If you're doing it for art, then it's prostitution.
But you're not really actively engaging in a sex act.
Most people aren't paying for porn unless you're paying for a membership or whatever. Real. Then that's the site. You know what I'm saying? You can go.
So this is like Chipotle. So
OnlyFans isn't free. You're paying to have access to this person's art, performance, whatever. Sometimes they do video. You know what I'm saying? Okay, my bad, P. 99% of the people that have OnlyFans accounts or have paid accounts.
How do you know?
Because that's the whole purpose.
I'm one of the only ones that has a free account. So.
I don't understand people. Whatever the fuck. Anyway, there's the sex.
I don't care either way.
Pyramid, right? Think of it as a pyramid. Prostitution is at the top of the pyramid.
Mm-hmm.
Under that is probably
as a sex worker. You're trying to get the prostitution.
Yeah, I guess.
That's where the real money is. Go ahead.
Below that would be, I say, porn, right?
Porn, right.
Below that would be like magazine, like pictures.
But it still make magazines.
And then it goes on down from that. So just because an individual decides, again, back to Martha Stewart, somebody wants to turn on fucking PBS and watch, well, let's do Julia Child to make it less enticing. Somebody turns on PBS and Julia Child is whipping up a souffle
Cool. She went back to
And he's whapping it to Julia
but
Child
now,
does not make her, God rest her soul, a prostitute.
Okay, got you. And let me go from there. She's not performing her skill, art, craft, whatever. It's not being published in the form of sex. It's for cooking information, entertainment, a skill, learning this menu, whatever. Just like, so that's the thing. But now, if let's say a person who's not doing sex on the joint, but has people that have feet fetishes, those people are going onto those OnlyFans or onto those sites specifically to see those people's feet for whatever sexual pleasure or arousal. So it's for the purpose of it, not just whatever.
It's part of. I'm not denying it's part of the sex industry, but that does not make those people that have those feet paid.
And once again, I don't think in that form, if in my mind, in my opinion, if that's prostitution, that's still not immoral or illegal. Fine, do it. Motherfucker want to see your breasts and they willing to pay to see your breasts for their own sexual pleasure or habit. Hey, cool, go for it. Get your money because you're consenting. You're allowing it to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I have no issue with that. So.
Yeah. I mean,
so regardless of the one thing, I don't have an issue with it.
Look, this is prostitution, y'all. This is prostitution.
Whoa! Hold on! Stop, ladies.
We trying to stay monetized, y'all. What you doing?
That was funny. I just wanted to copy. It made me laugh, so I had to do it too.
We're trying to get monetized on YouTube.
Remove you. I will get back. This is a Christian show. Okay. Jesus Christ. Perverts they are.
Goodness. Women. Gosh. So inappropriate.
Goddamn perverts.
I have a son at home.
Jesus, I have children upstairs.
Clench pearl.
This is a family episode.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna need y'all to behave.
Keisha did it and it made me laugh, so I wanted to join in the fun. I felt left out.
Jesus Christ.
Tico's funny. He said, I like foots.
I like foots.
That is the requirement.
He like fetuses.
Hey, shout out to homeboy. What's the old boy name from Rory Radio? Shout out to
Sensei.
Shout out Rory Radio. I'm sorry. This I forgot to give him a shout out tonight because we've been into it. But shout out to Raw Radio. They're our partners and everything like that. We should be streaming live from their situation right now. So big shout out to Rory Radio, my man, Sensei or whatever. He said he just got jumped by 15 people. If you watch that, have you seen that? If you go to his joint,
no.
When he's on live, running with his phone, and it's a break like, yo, act like he's shooting at cats with his fingers. It's hilarious. He's like, yo, y'all.
That sounds like Sensei. I can picture that.
That's funny.
Running with his phone on live, talking about bam, 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 bam. All right. What did the conversation get too hot for Nadi? She had to drop out. She was like, yo.
There she go. She back.
That's right.
Okay.
Plant.
Nadi had to update her OnlyFans page to go to the premium side. She's like, oh shit, I've been doing this for free. I make money off it.
Yo, Tico wildin', yo. Toe cleavage style.
Toe cleavage? Nah, man.
Toe cleavage.
I can't stand that.
I don't know what that is, but whatever.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you
no,
do.
I don't.
Have you ever seen when they put the shoe
toe
on?
Cleavage is.
And it do like this?
It's the toe tip.
I don't like feet. I don't like
Oh,
feet.
you don't like
Freak
feet?
me out.
It's the toe titty.
Feet freak me out. I don't like them.
I have to look down at all
You people
feet.
weird.
If you wear sandals, I'm gonna look down at your feet. I'm not a foot fetish person.
Hands, right?
Huh?
You do realize that feet are cleaner than hands? Like categorically cleaner than hands. You don't.
Oh yeah, I mean,
right.
I got that.
Unless you have to, unless you don't have any hands and you're well trained with your feet to handle your day-to-day business.
Yo, what I'm saying is
that's still. I mean, I don't think anything.
Key.
So wait, time out. So
hold on. Let me stop this because Key is sounding like she's trying to sell her feet on OnlyFans. She's like,
I already started it.
Shout out your page name, Keisha. What's your page name?
I don't remember. It was late one night when I did it. I haven't put any pictures up yet, but hell yeah, I'm gonna do a foot page. Y'all catch me. They make too much money. They make too much money. I got a kid that just started college, and I got 2 more that start next year.
No, seriously. I got a coworker. His wife has a foot page, and yeah, I guess.
But I feel like
before he was working a lot of overtime, but he's like, nah, I ain't gotta work overtime no more. You know, my wife do
the foot shit, so we good.
You can make your money. Why not?
Do the foot shit now, so we straight. I ain't mad at nobody.
Making like $5,000 a month, but they show boobs and stuff. I don't have
but you know what? You'd be surprised because like he's like showing me like the messages, and people will be like, hey, can you put your feet in between hamburger buns? And just take like what? Like they wanted to look like a Big Mac.
Dirty shoes.
And that's some next level foot fetish.
No, you put them in dirty shoes.
No, it's the dude. Did you see the article? The dude that make $4,000. It's a dude that makes $4,000 a month off of OnlyFans by just showing his feet. Dude, feet. Bottom of his feet, just right there.
Also, there's a separate feet. There's a separate feet fetish website page. There's feetses. So there's a separate one though for feet.
We understand. No, you're saying it wrong. It's footses. Jesus Christ.
First of all,
no, that's why.
No, because like what happened was I learned early about pluralation because Dennis Parker in elementary school. Dennis Parker in elementary school, he called his pants. My whole I remember
raised that little boy. We all know it's pants.
Pluralation. He said he wore his favorite he wore a purple pants a lot. He had a favorite pair of purple pants and a purple silk shirt he wore.
My son's been looking for purple pants.
So that's a good question. So wait a minute, that's a good question. So we'll be like, hey, put your shorts on or put your pants on, with an S.
Right.
So what you telling me there's
so what if you only put one? Is it a short or is it a pant?
I'm quite sure. I'm quite sure
it is.
So there's gray sweatpants OnlyFans pages.
What if you really liked it?
Yeah, it is a pant leg, like you say, a pant leg. So I guess it's a pair of pants.
So actually, the leg is the pant. So you got a pair of pants. So you got it's to the leg. What's the part in the middle then?
The crotch.
So you're not actually really wearing a pair of pants. You're actually wearing a pair of pants in the crotch.
Pantses.
Yeah.
Pantses. That's what pantses are. Duh.
I tell you that shit from the beginning, but you won't listen to me.
Jesus, pants.
I liked it. Everything that you did right then. So
pants.
He said Meese and Mises. You didn't write this. The Mises.
Mecca? Did you have a Mecca sweatsuit?
Yes. Who owned Mecca? Yo, everybody loves Mecca. Nobody. You didn't own anything Mecca?
We had to order. I lived in Indiana, so we had to order shit out the Source magazine.
You had to order your blackness.
I had to, yes.
Blackness.
Except for, or I have to go to like the men's department at the department store and get Nautica and shit from there. That's where. That's so good.
Good smell Nautica.
I saved up my money to buy a Nautica sweatsuit back when I used to dress like a little boy a long time ago. And it was the gray chumpy with the blue Nautica boat on it, the jacket and the pants. And I let my best friend borrow it, and she returned it. And it was red, way lighter than what because it was that nice creamy heather gray. You know what I'm saying? And it was light skin when she returned it back to me. I was like, what the fuck?
She wore the shit out of that joint.
And she was like, yeah, I put bleach in all my clothes.
Yeah, I'm about to say she bleached it, yeah.
Like, all your clothes, not just the white. She was like, no, everything. Stop doing that.
Why you put bleach in everything?
Why would you put everything? Yeah.
I put that shit in everything.
We're still
Yo, can I tell you this right here? Speaking of sweatsuits, my sweatsuit story. Remember everybody had velour?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
still got velour.
It's coming back. I'm telling you,
Yo, I still have some velour sweatsuits, though. I go to my mom's crib. I pull out the velour. I got the Puma. I got the FUBU, the platinum FUBU.
Listen, bro.
Don't tip me. I'll wear some next week, man.
Right. If you put a platinum full of velour,
if you wear a velour sweatsuit, you got to take a shot of Hennessy.
I'm gonna fight. No, listen.
No, we'll take a shot of Hennessy.
How do we connect Hennessy and outfit?
Don't do it, P.
No, Phenom don't drink, so we only get Phenom to drink for my birthday.
I don't care. Like global warming is real. Velour is not the thing to do right now during the 2002. The fucking temperature is up to 6 degrees than it was back when velour first came out. You know what you're gonna smell like? A homeless person. You're gonna smell like a homeless person.
You gonna be smelling musty as hell.
I ain't gonna wear it out nowhere in the heat. I'm just saying I have it on here to show off for you guys.
No, dude.
He just gonna have a jacket. He gonna have a jacket on with drawers. I ain't look.
No, he gonna have a jacket on with his dress pants.
Listen, man. Yeah. There you go with that Mexican. Look, fully dressed.
Some Skechers.
See that?
Hey, nobody needs to see that.
I'm uncomfortable. You was fully
P, you was fully dressed last time. You had a whole suit with the dress socks and everything.
And shoes on.
For the show.
I'm dedicated.
Okay, show of hands. Who got their shoes on right now? You lying.
P, raise your hand.
Raise your hand. You got shoes on.
P, I ain't got no shoes on right now. Look, I got my socks on.
Put your foot up.
Taking the motherfuckers off right now. Don't believe that shit.
Polo socks. Oh goodness, you barefoot like a.
Everybody got on. Everybody got. Yeah, but you, P.
I got the table in front of me. Listen, hold on.
Nah, P.
Don't take your shoes off. Take your shoes off. Take your shoes off.
Yeah. There you go.
He kicked your shoe off. P, you kick your shoe off. Don't be doing that.
We seen this thing coming from that sock. That shoe, that foot been in the sock and the shoe the whole.
Yeah.
But nobody wears socks at home like that.
And now when the socks are laying down, like you just took this shit out the
right.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's okay, brother.
I promise y'all, I just have my socks on. I ain't got the shoes are not around me. Y'all see, I ain't stand up.
You ain't got to promise nothing to us.
You got to promise. We don't believe you.
Be yourself, Phenom.
It's one of those things that we're not going to believe you regardless.
I understand. I just have to accept it.
Just accept it. All right.
I ain't seen Natty put her foot up. She might have her shoes on too.
Nah, Natty. You know about Natty. Natty
never wear shoes.
Natty never wears
shoes.
She doesn't.
I don't have to.
Because you know what?
Especially not at the honeycomb hideout. You better go.
Right?
Natty is so proud of her spiritual cleansing. She floats at least 2 inches off of the ground and shit.
I love it.
With team levitation.
She has her feet soaking in sage and crystals right now.
Right.
And crystals, sage and crystals.
That could be true. That could be true.
Me and Jess were chilling at the crib. Natty came over. She floated from my driveway up to the front. But it looked like a Spike Lee joint. You know how she's like.
Yeah, she still is there
like Storm.
Hey, I'll do it.
These are not your androids. Oh shit.
Yo, so how y'all feel about the whole now that has been put out about the Meg the Stallion joint, Meg the Stallion Tory Lanez, where she actually called him out and was like, "No, this nigga shot me."
Yo, can I say this right here? Look at that transition. God damn it! You feel that transition? Oh, our transition is shit. We went from feet to getting shot in the feet.
Phenom, you had something like you shared something the other day about it. Like, what do you think about the Megan Thee Stallion situation?
So my opinion actually has changed slightly since some more things have come out.
From what
because originally I didn't believe her at all. I thought it was not that she didn't get shot initially because my problem was, and I don't want to stay on it too long, but my problem was the story that didn't make sense. Mm-hmm. So she gets pulled out of the car, all that good stuff. All right, cool. We seen the leaking in the video from the helicopter shot, but she said she got shot in both feet. And then now, fast forward, she said, "What did you just do to the view?" There you go. Then she posts a picture with one foot being shot instead of two. And we were confused as to how could she have been shot. She didn't break any bones. She got shot apparently through the hip. All I'm gonna say is, maybe I had the wrong perspective initially. We should just leave it as it is. Tory fucked up. He shot Meg for whatever reason. And you know what? We should have believed it to begin with. I'll leave it at that. Even though details are a little foggy, because Tory hasn't said his side of things, but it doesn't matter. How we got there is less important than the fact that she got shot.
I believe that when it comes down to it, when we talk about it, it's not even an act of her getting shot or Tory Lanez and everything like that, or her saying that Tory Lanez shoot. It's the fact that people don't understand what street code is. Because I hate pretend street niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I hate the fuck out of pretend street niggas. You know what I'm saying? That don't really understand what it is to be in the street, but they regurgitate shit from what they hear from people that's actually been in the street.
Wait. Is Meg Thee Stallion a snitch? Is that what you're about to say?
Yeah, no. When you call,
I know Meg, you on because I want you to explain it.
When you call Meg Thee Stallion a snitch, I absolutely understand you don't know shit about street code. Because real street niggas understand that I'm doing this inside of the streets, which means we are soldiers of this war that we're fighting in. And then they have civilians. Like, again, everybody that's on Intelligently Ratchet is a civilian. So if a street nigga come up to us and punches...
How you know I'm not a street nigga, though?
I don't know. I think she is a street person.
Anyway, go ahead.
Well, because you know what, you got dashiki on, and you probably... And if your room smells like sage and lavender, then you can't be a street nigga. You know what I'm saying?
It's not a dashiki, it's a muumuu. But continue.
Street niggas don't wear muumuus.
Whatever.
You give me an example of one nigga that wore that shot a nigga with a muumuu on, and I'll take it. Listen, I'll take it. But at the end of the day, you calling her a snitch. She's not a snitch. She's a civilian. So when she's a victim. That's called a victimization. So if you're a victim, you can't be snitching, because you know what the meaning of snitching is if we both go into an act of crime, right, together, and I get caught, and I tell what we did during that act of crime, fully knowing that we were committing the act of crime, and we committed that act of crime together, that is snitching. You robbing me and me saying Pete Nominal robbed me, or Justin beat me up, or took my wallet or shot me. No, I'm a victim at that point in time. If I'm not, I didn't engage in the fucking shootout with this nigga. I got shot.
Yeah.
That's it.
Motherfuckers that said that are just women haters. They have a degraded ideal of what male-female relationship should be. And they probably beat on women also. And they probably have little penises. So they're upset because Meg is standing up for herself. I didn't follow this story because it's not my bag, but I did get wrapped up in her live. I did watch that, and she's telling the absolute truth. Like, here I am bleeding because you shot me in the foot, and I still don't want to call the cops or let the cops know what's going on because shit goes down like that. And then literally 7 days after she said that, dude gets shot 7 times in the back by cops. Like, so
breaking up a fight.
There's not shit Tory Lanez can say. Some people are going to cancel him. Some people are not going to. There's still people rocking with Boosie after he said he took his kid to get a hooker. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Me.
But I used to find him quite amusing until I found him.
Say that again. Say that last sentence again about what the music.
I used to find him quite amusing until that.
You talking about Boosie?
Boosie, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, it's just some more shit, and nigga ain't in jail, so she really hasn't snitched.
He ain't in jail now. He ain't in jail yet. But after this live, I mean,
Live was
that's all
7
they. That's all they really. That's all they. They already was investigating it, allegedly.
Right.
It was
I
on
don't.
the week.
And that goes back to what I was originally trying to unpack. Like the details not making sense. It's a high profile case, but he's not in jail, and they had an eyewitness allegedly. But Tory's still out here floating around. I don't know. It just seemed unusual. The whole scenario seemed unusual.
So you're confused about the fact that bad things happen to black people, but that are like perpetrated by black people, and nobody's doing anything. Like, so this shit's new to you.
Hold on. Wait. I see where you're going, but I'm gonna meet you there. I'm gonna meet you there. It's not the fact that they're black. It's where it happened. That was more or less it happened in. So,
when you said, "I see where you're going," I'm gonna meet you there. That reminds me of Ned Flanders. But continue.
See where you're going. I'm gonna meet you there. All right, come right there. Okay, go ahead. Finish your statements, T. I want you to make it for me.
So wait, hold on. I'm not sure if Denise is talking to me or she's talking to you.
Right.
But it's the fact. So hold on, because give me what you got, because I made this mistake having this conversation with somebody earlier this week that about chopping my neck off. So I want you to say what you want to say, and I'm just gonna listen. That's what I'm gonna do. I need to learn from you in this.
That is perfect example. That is good job, P.
Yes.
Okay, so we will go ahead.
We can use an example of how the Me Too movement started, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Right. The Me Too movement started was started by a black woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we don't necessarily, we as black people after the fact acknowledge that that's where it came, where it began. But when in our general dialogue, the perpetrators that mattered, that got brought to justice, or the victims were white women. So we listen to certain groups of people. We hold certain, there's a unfortunate like hierarchy in America about who matters and who we believe and who we cherish, right?
Okay.
And black women, like Denise said, ain't trying to pull a card out about it, but we kind of threw this to the side because it seemed like, just some niggas getting in a battle or argument or whatever. We're just way too comfortable with those situations, and then also on top of that, not listening.
Right.
And then Meg, my ex-boyfriend dropped me off at a party in my car, turned his phone off, and stole my shit for a whole day. I should have called the fucking police. I was probably Meg Stallion-ish. I don't know how old she is, but I was in my really early 20s.
And then she's like 24, 25.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. Like, why didn't I call the police? For the similar reasons. Right? Granted, I was not shot. But there's the idea that we're supposed to, like, make sure that y'all are okay all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even know that most of y'all realize that we do that shit. And it's oftentimes at our own detriment, rather.
Okay.
So do you feel that the opposite is true?
Thank you. Appreciate y'all. I don't know what to say on that one. Like, I'm sorry and thank you.
Yep. Nah, for real. Like, it's true.
I don't know what to say on that part. Like, it's big facts and like I don't know. That's what I feel right there.
But in the end of the day, it's like this. What it is this right here, and because I equate black women as concrete, right?
Mm.
If you think about how important concrete is in your life, how it holds everything together. But if you ever look at a sidewalk, how much trash and all that shit is dumped onto it, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like you go to New York, it's all pocked up, it's all trash. But guess what? And everybody takes it for granted until it's a pothole, right? Until that shit ain't smooth no more and it's cracked up and you done tripped and you bust your ass. Now it's a problem, right? But you should have been taking care of it in the first place, right? And it's the same thing with Meg Thee Stallion. It's like this. What we don't realize is this right here. It's like, first of all, you ain't got no damn business shooting at no woman. that ain't shooting at you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no damn business. Like, okay, Tory Lane, you got upset. Like, my thing is right here. Certain niggas shouldn't have guns. You know what I'm saying? Certain niggas shouldn't have guns because you know why? Because it gives them that sense of energy, that power. You know what I'm saying? Boom. If you scared of Meg that bad that you gotta shoot after her, you was a bitch ass nigga. Let's call it what it is. Let's call it what it is. It's like this because I'm a person that's right here. Because again, and I'm not gonna say I'm always, you know what I'm saying, women are always right and shit like that. If Meg Thee Stallion, which is 5'10", probably 210 or whatever, boom. You know what I'm saying? Meg Thee Stallion hauls off and punches Tory Lanez in the face, like the rumor was, or whatever.
He's a little dude, ain't he?
Huh?
He's a little
dude. He's real little.
He's like 5'2", this dude.
Like 5'2",
5'3", somewhere in that ballpark.
He like 5'4". He got to be like 5'4" because I don't think.
Oh, look at it with a baby.
I could look it up.
Him a teeny man. But listen, my thing is right here. But again, because I'm an equal opportunity ass whooping person. You hit me, I'm gonna hit your ass back. That's what it is. So it's like at the end of the day, at the end of the day, it's like this. But you have to understand that yes, as a man, and men are, you know what I'm saying. If you go by muscle structure, everything like that, a 5'3" man like Tory Lanez is just as strong. If he goes to the gym and I think he's in shape, he's just as strong as Meg Thee Stallion. She's just tall. At 5'3", if you're in the gym, because what it is, our muscular is a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? Meg ain't out this motherfucker in MMA. He not fighting Ronda Rousey. He's fighting Meg Thee Stallion. So if she hit him, you know what I'm saying? There's no reason for your bitch ass in any way to shoot at anybody that ain't shooting at you because you upset. Because your punk ass upset. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. And guess what? And shout out to Meg, because guess what? If roles was reversed, Meg would have shot my ass. Guess what? You going to jail tonight, motherfucker. Fuck that, yo. I've been shot. Go to jail.
And the thing about it is the cops were there. They came.
Yeah.
And she didn't say anything. Like, it is such a terrible place for her to be in. Mm-hmm. And then he ran the Donald Trump route, trying to put narratives out that really didn't take place. So big ups to her for speaking out. I am a person that doesn't believe anybody until I have proof. It's just the way I am. Mm-hmm. And in these types of situations, I normally don't get into them because there is no proof. It's just what he said versus what she said. But big ups to her for putting her foot out there. Right. And
if people try to attribute it to like the Chris Brown situation, Chris Brown kept his mouth shut. You know what I'm saying? He took the licks, and what it was, because in the Chris Brown situation, I know what it was. It was, you know what I'm saying? They were fighting each other. That's what happened. They got in a fucking fight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Some people's fight, and it's just that again, Rihanna got it a little bit worse, but we never saw pictures of Chris Brown after. We don't know how bad he got it. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. But again, at the end of the day, what it sounds like to me is that was to a couple fighting. You know what I'm saying? And we wanted to cancel Chris Brown. No, Tory Lanez needs to be fucking canceled because you shouldn't have to pull a weapon out on any fucking body. Like my thing is right here. If you have to pull a weapon out on somebody that's unarmed, you was a bitch ass motherfucker.
Yeah. Yep. Oh. I feel it. I feel it coming on. Pulling a weapon out on somebody that's unarmed. I feel it.
One, I was thinking something, but I'm like, that's also a segue. I'm gonna just be quiet.
Right. So
I was going to put some droplets in there about Chris Brown. Do you see that everybody's trying to link him into this scenario? They're using this opportunity to, since him and Tory are cool or whatever. Like, hey, remember Chris when you and Rihanna like?
So he went for the Chris Brown. Chris Brown
to speak up like, yo, keep me out of this. I ain't got nothing to do with this.
Chris Brown and Rihanna cool. See, this how I know they got. This how I know they got to fight, because guess what? If you want to fucking fight or whatever, and she know that she was in wrong, like she probably hit him first or probably punched the shit out of him 4 or 5 different times, and then he reacted because you know what I'm saying. Boom. Well, you already
did this thing. She did that shit.
He was like,
no, I don't think it's any of that, yo.
And she was like, boy, fuck. And then the air horns went off. She
No. Yo, Bishop, that's not even what it was. You know what it was? We don't know what happened in the car, but I think this is what it was.
Okay.
She looked at Chris Brown real close. She said, "You know what? That's why you can't dance."
He's like, in a way.
Oh, and the nigga just lost it.
And he just lost it. What?
Oh, Mariana better dancer than you, nigga. Like,
Jason Derulo was a better dancer than me. Is Jason Derulo a better dancer?
Wait. Chill, wait. Omarion got better moves than you. He was like, touch.
Oh, God. But yeah.
Yo, dance. That shit is hilarious.
Yo.
Shout out to making fun of a domestic abuse. But
I was gonna try to soften it up, but it was you went on out there.
Oh shit.
Hey, listen, guys, quick disclaimer. These opinions are just for entertainment. We do not condone domestic violence in any sort, fashion, way.
This is the ratchet part of intelligence.
This is the ratchet part of intelligent ratchet. We do not encourage or condone it. Disclaimer.
What?
A nigga, and fortunately, in my 45 years, I really have never experienced any of that.
That's good. That's what's up.
Don't nobody want to die. That's why.
I did. Listen, we used to hang out in DC a lot in my 20s. And
see, thank you. She didn't say she's from DC. She said she hung out from in DC.
See the difference?
Bishop, remember that.
Just
remember that.
But I was born in DC. I am from DC.
Okay. Key, I want to say this right here, Justin. I mean this from the bottom of my heart when I say this. Fuck you. Okay, let's go ahead. Back to Key. Finish your statement.
Anyway, so we used to hang out around all that in the club. It was me and two or three other friends. Met these dudes. They lived like in some town. The Brett is right. That year was right when around those years, right when they started regenning like U and 14th and U and 12th and stuff all through there, DC, if you're familiar with the area. So they had moved into some townhouses.
Was it Wale? I wanted to be Wale. Go ahead. In my mind. Wale.
I have a story. Anyway, never mind. So they were like, yo, come back to our crib. So it's me, my girlfriends. Yeah, fine. We go back. We go to his room. He's like showing me all his posters. He has tons of records because that's how we like connected over music or whatever. Records. This nigga pushes me down on the bed, y'all. I didn't put my drink down. He pushes me down on the bed and tries to champion me. So this is what I did, and this is what my daddy taught me. I put my hands around his neck and I crossed my thumbs and I squoze on his windpipe.
Squoze
until he was gasping me for air and he fell on the ground. I got up and walked out of the house. I was like, come on, girls, we got to go.
So squalls,
yeah, Wale would have to be like in middle school.
It was like some first generation Nigerian dude, I think.
The damn Nigerians every time.
Well, I'm glad you got her safely.
Nigerians.
All the guys got quiet, like, oh shit.
Nah.
And we're like, yeah, we done had to punch somebody or done something to somebody.
So since we were talking about shooting in the footses, and I know y'all want to segue into that, we want to bring up this topic of the incident that happened in Kenosha, Wisconsin?
Yes, correct.
Kansas, sorry.
No, Wisconsin.
It's Wisconsin. It's Kenosha,
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
I thought I said Wisconsin.
You did.
All right, so anybody want to take that? I'm listening. You know, I don't know all the details. I honestly don't.
So basically, from what I have been reading and everything like that, throughout the day today, and listening to a blurb of his wife or fiance. It was a fight happening. He tried to break the fight up. He goes back to his car. The police pursue him to the car. He goes into the car, so the police officer behind him and shoots him 7 times in the back at close range while his children are in the car. So it goes back to what I've said. You know what I'm saying? Now I understand what people are going to say. He shouldn't have moved to his car. He could have had anything in his car.
Yeah, but they let him get all the way to his car.
Right.
Exactly. They followed him to the car. They could have stopped him.
There was because what they were doing was they were already reaching. It was 3 officers. They were already reaching for their guns. They already had their guns out. Because normally, if you know what I'm saying, it's all about situational awareness, right? Mm-hmm. First of all, you're supposed to be trained enough. If this is your car right here, then one of the 3 officers should have already looked inside of the car to see if anyone else was in the car for situational awareness to be able to.
Okay, don't say should and you're not in that profession, but I hear you.
Thank you.
I understand you.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a professional. Listen, what I'm saying, I'm a professional because you're a professional. I get that shit by osmosis. So thank you. Don't disturb me, nigga, while I'm making my smart point. But no, what it is, they could have tackled him. They could have tackled him. Mm-hmm. They could have been, you know what I'm saying? I mean, this is what I'm saying. It's like this. Why you got your guns out in the first place? If the dude is breaking up the fight, so first of all, it's listening to what he's saying. If he's saying I broke up the fight and he left, he was leaving the scene. I'm just breaking up the fight. My kids there, whatever. Boom, he got his kids in the car. Bam. There is no reason why you should shoot him 7 times.
Now, just for posterity, there is a space where we don't have video, right? There was the original video that showed him, the cops following him around the car. He's in the door. They shoot him in the back. Then yesterday, another portion of the video came out where he is basically being aggressive towards the police. But there's a space there that we don't know what happened. I'm not what happened first. Like, clearly this shit is not okay. But I'm just saying there are also reports that he was tased, which may or may not be true. He doesn't look like in either of those videos that he was subject to tasing at all. So it is like, I just want to understand, if you're so scared for your life, why are you a police? Like, if you're scared for your life, if you're not able to take control of and de-escalate a situation like this, it was a very simple situation. If you're not able to do that, if you're scared,
define simple. What was simple about the situation?
It was a domestic dispute.
Have you been an officer involved in a domestic dispute?
No, I haven't been an officer involved in that.
So you can't say that it's simple.
But I expect officers to operate at a higher level than a civilian. There were at least 5 cops standing around that one minivan, and that one man who, for all intents and purposes, was unarmed. Even if he had a weapon in his car, even if he wanted to go, he opened that door to go get the Glock that was sitting on his seat. There were 5 police officers there at the time. If they're so scared as to stand around and watch, or be scared of a man opening his car door, then why are you a police? What is going on in society and with the training of these officers and the screening of these officers that they can't de-escalate? Like, there's no, like, in all of these situations, right? There's no attempt to de-escalate. And if you look at the last 3 or 4 situations, the police just come in full force, cock out, knee on the neck, or whatever the means to mortally harm a Black person. There's no ideal of de-escalation. And again, if you have chosen this career then you need to be the type of, because I couldn't do it. I'm just saying, like, motherfuckers speeding down the road, I'm gonna shoot at the tires, like, slow the fuck down. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that person.
She's like the action movie cop. She'd be like, slow down.
I couldn't be.
I don't think that it's that they don't know how to de-escalate. I honestly don't think that it's they don't know how.
Well,
I think that there's some implicit bias. Yeah, I think there's some implicit bias that may occur, but I don't think it's that they're incapable of de-escalating situations at all. I don't think that's true.
They showed the training when homeboy that was the Blue Lives Matter. Okay, go ahead, Jess. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So, based on my 20 years of profession of experience, some situations can't be de-escalated. It just, as much as you may try, or if you may have certain attempts, some situations can't be de-escalated, and some escalate faster than you can try to de-escalate.
Okay,
and
so pause there, I want to make sure I understand you before you start. So as they're walking around the car, what is he fucking whispering into his ear, trying to de-escalate? Yo, man.
Right. So, all right.
Go ahead.
Within that, like I said, I didn't really want to speak on anything because I don't have all the facts and I don't know. I have questions on both sides because I wonder, okay, he's going to his car and why aren't they stopping him? But I also have, I guess, reports or whatever that, oh, he had a weapon in his hand. I've seen some people like screenshot and highlight, like when he's right near the car, he has something in his hand and it looks like a knife. I said, hey, it could be a phone. I don't know. So I don't know the facts on that. Yeah. However, I do know if he had a knife, okay, my response would be this. If he had a phone in his hand, my response would be this. Now, if he's also got the reports to saying that he even said that he had a gun in his car and he's going to go get his gun or whatever. Now, off of my knowledge, experience, and everything, I know that imminent is a lapse of time. It can happen at any time. Now, also for officer to have force or use force, the elements of jeopardy has to be intent. The person has to show intent. They have to have the means and capability and the opportunity. So if he said, I'm going to go get my gun, and he's walking to his car, is that showing intent? Yes. Does he have the means and capability? Yes, because the gun's in the car. And does he have the opportunity? Yes, because he's going around the corner and he can grab into that gun. So could the officers then use force? Yes. Now, could they have tackled him? Yeah, they could have. They could have tased him, but I also heard that they tased him and the taser didn't work. Like I said, that's what I'm saying. I don't have all the facts, so I'm really not speaking on this situation because I don't know everything yet to form my personal and professional opinion.
Gotcha. I'm a studier of human nature and human reaction. If this dude said he's going to get his gun, he walked a good 100 yards, not 100 yards. I'm bad at
I'm about to say that ain't 100 yards.
Good 25, 30 yards
10.
from where he was down the other side of the car is
about 10.
Around past 4 or 5 cops, down the sidewalk, around the car,
right?
Open his car door, and the dude was holding him by. I mean, like at that point, he grabs his shirt. If he said he was going to get his gun, as someone who's fears for their life, which is the defense that they're going to use, if this ever comes to trial, or when the interviews with the cops or whatever come out, he's going to have said that he feared for his life.
Right, but then that's why I'm asking, why didn't they grab him any other time? That's what I'm asking. Why didn't they grab him another? I'm asking those questions. I don't know.
My question,
I don't have all the facts. I don't know.
Everybody's just right here. I'm calling bullshit. I'm 100% calling bullshit on all of that.
Okay.
Because as a person that, you know what I'm saying, I'm talking about this. Let's use our motherfucking common sense. Why the fuck would he say he gonna in this environment that I'm going to get a gun out of my car to police?
With my 3 kids in it?
My
3 kids are in the car.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute. Don't act like people don't. I carry a gun every day. And I still have my kids in the car, so we can't say that people don't carry their guns in the car. Even
no. He's saying, why would you?
Stop what I'm saying. Stop. Listen, y'all. Listen what I'm saying.
I'm listening.
This is where my bullshit comes. This is where my bullshit radar comes in. In this environment, when people are getting shot, black men are getting shot. Why, as a black man, even if I had a bazooka, grenades, and a Gatling gun in my car, tell the motherfuckers I wanted to go kill, I am going to get my gun.
Bishop, you'd be surprised. Okay, I work around a lot of veterans. A lot. And I work in the area where most people carry their weapon. I get that a lot of times when they talk about, shoot, y'all don't even know I got something in the car. I go get it right now. To me, that's common.
But you fucking
but the way you're saying it is more like hold on. The way you explain it is more like a conversational piece versus I'm aggressive, you're aggressive. The gun is right there.
I've been in those situations where we've had these people that are upset about their care, their treatment, whatever, and they're mad at the system of the VA or whatever, and they're like, man, y'all don't know what I got in the car. I'll go to that motherfucker right now and come back, light all this bitch up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've had people like in that situation do that. You know what I'm saying? Or say stuff like that. So would you think I don't have reason to believe that you're going to not do that? But now, once again, like I said, based on that, I'm like, why are y'all letting him go to his car? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I said
his car and grab him by his
no, you staying right the fuck here. That's what I'm saying. Like, I have a lot of questions. Yeah, I have a lot of questions. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of stuff that I don't know. But then where I work and where these people work, totally different. Not everyone thinks like me or the people that I work with.
Definitely, they motherfuckers definitely don't think like you.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. I don't have all the facts.
7 times at point fucking blank range. 7 times.
That's a lot. I mean, but at the same time,
that's
at the same time,
he couldn't go nowhere. It's not like he was running and dipping and diving, and he caught him 7 times. Dude is in the
right. I mean, because I seen stuff. I'm like, okay, you pulled on his shirt and he was still going. Like, why didn't you? That's what I'm like. I see a lot of things and I have questions. You know what I'm saying? But since I don't have all the facts, I can't answer everything and be like, okay, this is this. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, certain things. Now, when we talked about the George Floyd stuff, all the facts is right there. I can see what's wrong. I can see I have my issue. I could tell you, personally and professionally what's wrong. But in this situation, because all I see is him walking around, but then I still have questions. It's like, okay, I don't understand. Or if you show me the one that's in Arizona, the Phoenix, Arizona one, where they had the guy laying on the ground for 6.5 minutes, and it's 100 and some odd degrees, and his chest burnt, and his core temperature got too hot, and he died. I could be like, nah, that's fucking wrong. Like, I can see all that. I can get all the facts. You know what I'm saying? But
I look at it like this. When it comes down to this, because I also saw like a post when some MPs looked at it and was like, yo, if this happened in the military, then I will be, was it Leavenworth? I'll be sent to Leavenworth or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they have the UCMJ, Uniform Code of Military Justice. They go by a whole different standards, laws, and everything outside of the civilian sector.
So what I'm saying is this right here. Why would it be a bad idea to not implement those same laws with police force?
I guess to a same degree. If anything, anybody wants to look up, use of force issues, just go to the Department of Justice, look up use of force, and look up the use of force policies. I would say 97% of, or damn near all of the police force base their policies, procedures on the Department of Justice use of force policies and standards and how things should go. So, but in the Department of Justice is, approved or held by Supreme Court. So if you have issues with that, it's based on what the Supreme Court rules on what's allowed, what's justified or not.
And that's a state to state thing, or that's like a county thing. Like, what does it boil down to? Each state.
The Department of Justice is federal.
Yeah,
so it's federal. So it's on the federal level. Okay.
The federal.
I think what it goes down to is this right here. Like, it goes down to training. It goes down to showing accountability. Because I think what it is, and I've also seen something the other day where I was talking to my brother and everything like that, and he was like, "If you pull your gun, you know what I'm saying? If you pull your gun, there should be an internal investigation to see if it's a good shoot or not, right?" So that way, kind of like when I think just you said the same thing when you was like, "Why are you pulling your gun on me on a traffic stop?"
Mm-hmm.
Like if you pull your gun out, then you need to be able to say, you need to be able to articulate on the reasoning
why. You need reasonable justification as why you use that level of force. What level of resistance or threat was I posing to you? You know what I'm saying? Right. Because in my situation, like I said, it was 4th of July. It was broad daylight. It was 3 p.m. I had my windows down and everything. There's no reason for that cop to come up and have his gun drawn on me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You like, I get all that, and my hands on the wheel. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm sitting here like this,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
What threat am I posing? It's like this. Like, I think,
you can look in the car. You can walk up and look in the car. It's no weapons. You know,
right?
You know, identify. It's no one else in the car. It's middle of the day. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I'm like, yo, what the fuck you doing? You know what I'm saying? And that, still being, I was not being investigated, but that situation still being handled. You know what I'm saying too. So.
Right. But what that doesn't take into account is what the investigation process doesn't take into account is that bias and those lies.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems from an outside person looking in that all a white cop has to say is that he feared for his life in a situation where
and that's crazy.
People are like, it's just a regular not a regular old, but it's just a normal thing.
Okay.
That
it's the norm.
Too frequent. Yeah.
Right. It is way too frequent. Like, you wanted to kill that man. He ain't dead.
Or let's
kill him.
But he's paralyzed.
Or let's go. Yeah, he's paralyzed, and that's crazy. But let's go even less to where last year, the GM for the Toronto Raptors, when they won a championship, and he's trying to get on the court, and that sheriff in California shoved him like 3 times, and then said in the report that he assaulted me, and I got injured and damage to my jaw and the whole thing, and then the webcam comes out and it's nothing like that at all. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
Right.
I totally get it. You know what I'm saying? Where these people are trying to vilify certain people.
The fucking time, like, it happens over and over
and over. Right.
And over. Like, and that is in its essence.
Wow.
Why shit's being burnt down, because we don't trust cops. Like, we don't, if we know them, fine. But as a whole governing general body, and they're not even a governing body, like, cops are there to apprehend, to protect and serve. Foremost,
protect, defend, and subdue.
They are not judge, jury, executioner. Like, they're not. And in those moments, they think they are that for Black men. Like, seriously, they think
I'll cut you off, Keith, because they show good policing when they arrested homeboy that shot the protesters. Same police department.
Same one.
Same police department.
The same police department. Ran past this shit like the damn
dude had an AR-15. Had an AR-15
right there,
carrying it around and shot protesters. So what I'm saying is right here. When it comes down to this, again, it all is because I just did a training on implicit bias and subconscious bias and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? And the lady and we all have it. What it is, this is what we got to understand. It's not a white thing. It's what we all have. Because she said she made a point that said she was in an elevator. She saw a young lady that was young, will look young, was about 5'2", and had scrubs on. And you know what she immediately said? She immediately said, "Hey, what hospital are you a nurse for?" She almost said that, because I love. She said, "What hospital do you work at?" Because I love nurses, right? But she called herself. She said, "Hey, what hospital do you work for?" And she's like, such and such, such. And she was like, she realized that she was tired. She's like, "Girl, you look real tired." She was like, "Yeah, I was delivering babies all night."
I'm a doctor, bitch.
She's a doctor, but I'm saying, what she does, she called herself. Because what it is, when you think of doctor, when you think of what she said, when you say it's a doctor, the first person that pops in your head is George
White
Clooney.
man.
George
White,
Clooney pops up in your
I was
head.
gonna say white man, but George Clooney is a white man.
George Clooney,
All white guy.
All white man though. Whew.
Listen, you better not mess with George Clooney. He's gonna give you worms. You're too old. But listen, so you know what I'm saying? But it's because we all have these implicit biases, right? We don't know the genius behind it. And it's like what we have to do, we have to check that. And even more within the police department. You can't assume looking at somebody that gut feeling shit don't work.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Is it? But then if that's the case, is it really a gut feeling? Because you truly know the difference between
it's
a feeling that something's happening, or somebody's lying, or whatever, as opposed to you know what I'm saying, you having that.
But you know what I'm saying, if you're trained in learning, like you know what I'm saying, if you talk to somebody and you're having a conversation and you're trying to investigate, that's a difference. You're not already in your mind. See, what we got to do, we got to fight against the implicit bias of saying I'm already guilty. Because if you're doing an investigation, you know how many times I fit the description?
Mm-hmm.
How many times I fit the description?
At the barbershop?
Not at the barbershop.
You know what? Y'all ain't gonna sit here and do that. Fuck it. You know what?
The thing about bias is
he feels bad.
The thing about bias is that, like he said, everyone has
right,
but it's self-recognition, it's self-assessment, and putting a stopgap there, like the lady did in the elevator, right?
Right.
So I know that around certain groups of people, I tend to feel a certain type of anxiety, right?
Right.
I know that about myself. That's the self-discovery part. You have to know that you and want to make a difference.
Girl, you know ain't everybody ain't self-discovering, Keisha. You know everybody ain't self-discovering.
That's what it's gonna take. Because then
that's not the point though. I appreciate the idea, like I appreciate it, but you know everybody ain't self-discovering.
But it's a learned skill. It's a learned skill.
So everybody be wanting to learn. They just want to drink Miller High Life.
I
want
something to say. Police departments to teach this skill of how to realize what your biases are, and then in action put a stopgap there and make an alternative.
But I mean, even furthermore, I've said it plenty of times. I said they should have not only they already, at least for my department, you know, we do annual psychological drug testing and anything like that. But I think they should also do, you know, lie detector tests to show whether you are of like a good and moral standard and that you're not showing any, you know, racial, you know, biases. Like, hey, just because this person's black, do you think he's guilty? You know what I'm saying? And if these people are saying yes or no, you know what I'm saying, whatever, then it's like, all right, we need to reconsider you for something else because you're showing this bias, and you know that's a liability right there.
Right.
Like,
and liability.
Have you seen the Netflix show 100 Humans? They do. They do an actual. They do
social testing, like social experiments.
A social experiment when it comes to bias. It's called
100 Humans.
100 Humans. Okay. So they get to a place where they have a dude jump out, white dude and a black dude jump out, and it's regular people, and they shoot the person that they think is a. So one person has a gun, one person has a cell phone. They shoot the black dude with the cell phone more than anything.
You put it on my list right now.
And he works, and the black dude that they shot was on set, so he was an employee. They saw it all the time.
Right, he was one of their friends. They were around to do, and it was like this. They felt so bad They felt
They
so
cried and shit. And...
right.
But now I've done that for people as well because
that's why we social distance.
I've done the scenarios because we have a system. It's called Milo, and I've put that in front of a whole bunch of people, a lot of the activists and social groups, as far as like the union and everything that we work with. And I've had them in situations, and they do stuff, and it's like some will shoot the person. I'm not gonna say what color they are. Some will shoot the person, and they just turn around with a gun. I'm like, well, why did you shoot that person? Oh, well, I felt threatened. I thought he was gonna have a gun with him. Well, he had a phone. You ain't gonna wait to turn around and see what he's got. Well, no, because if he turns around fast enough, he's gonna shoot. It's like, okay, so why are you looking at the cop? So why are you looking at the cop wrong if he does the same thing? You know what I'm saying? It's you got to make this split. You got to make the split second decision, right? Okay, so understand when the cop does it too.
Right? No, what I'm saying, just it's like this. Yeah. That's the code because it was across the board: men, women, black, white, whatever. They continuously shot
the black person.
Right. They did shoot the black person. Everybody shot the black person, and it was interesting because everybody had a similar reaction, like a similar "oh shit."
Yeah,
I feel sad. Or I feel guilty.
Okay, so
and then it intensified.
In that case, just beyond the fact of let's just take away color, even though I know y'all trying to talk about color as a factor. But take away color as a factor. If this person is antsy or has anxiety or their heart is built up in a video game, in a simulation, how do you think a person is going to be acting if it's a real world situation?
Right.
Yeah.
That's all I want to say.
No.
I'm not defending. I'm not supporting. I'm just throwing out the obvious that
I think it's important.
Think about when it's in a real world situation.
No, because we put it like this. I'm 5'8", you're 6'4", right? You're automatically going to be more intimidating than I am, right? You know what I'm saying? Because we got to take the black card off the joint because now we're talking about we both wear glasses. I have a beard. You know what I'm saying? I'm light skinned and
Allahu Akbar.
But what it is, I'm pudgy. You're in shape. You're turning around. Pudgy dudes that look like me aren't. I'm not threatened. I look like Seth Rogen.
You do. You look like the new Seth Rogen. Damn.
Oh, yeah,
he's the black Seth Rogen. We've already called him that.
He really is.
Right.
Keep going. Seth.
And you also the black Kiki Wyatt. But what I'm saying is this right here. But
I don't understand. I don't know. I don't even understand.
You look like a darker Kiki Wyatt. There you go.
The church nigga knows. I don't because I don't understand what just happened.
I look like Terry. And I look like Terry Crews with glasses. I got it.
You look like Terry.
Nah, don't disrespect yourself like that, Just.
Not really.
Nah, hell no.
And
don't downgrade yourself, Just.
I've gotten it several times.
Play manager. What?
I've gotten it several times.
Because you're big, bald, and black with muscles.
Yep, that's it. You got 3 muscles.
Okay, in that regard,
I got 3.
Got 3.
Terry Crews.
P and what I'm saying, P Nominal looks like an AAU head coach.
There you go.
Yes.
Pass the ball.
Pass the ball.
That's the best comparison ever. Yes.
Triangle.
That's what the V on his shirt. That's what the V on his polo is for.
That's what it is. Yo, funny enough, my new show I just found is called All American. If y'all watch it on Netflix, it's really good. It's got it's exactly. So I probably was in that mood when I put the shirt on. But anyway,
you look like you do like you handle the clipboard very well. Like yo, and you're like Mike Tomlinson. That's what P looked like. Like yo, he's trying to get the Steelers to. They're not going to win a Super Bowl. Fuck around with this shit. But
I'll be right back.
It's because it's about what we're told was intimidating. That's what it is. And it's like this. And it's, the images and everything like that people show on TV, that if we do not put more positive images out there, then, you know what I'm saying, this is still going to happen. Because, again, you're getting your subconscious is getting fed these images about that black dudes are dangerous. You know what I'm saying? And it's like this. So if I'm going to say, yeah, we talk about shooting and killing and all that stuff, black dudes are very dangerous, but it's an issue where, like, if we just did, because everybody's talking like hip hop music and stuff like that. No, it's not music. We could be as violent as we want to be in music. We can. You know why? Because it's entertainment. because no one out there is shooting muscle-bound white dudes at a clip when we look at Arnold Schwarzenegger and we're looking at Rambo and all that shit. We're not out here shooting muscle-bound white dudes. You know why?
And where's the precedent, Bishop, for black men? Like Muhammad said, I feel threatened leaving my house. Completely understandable. Where is the precedent, though, for black men being scared of cops?
Right.
There was some state that I heard there was some legislation passed.
Well, then we gotta
look it up.
That's a whole like
that's what
the precedent.
No, yeah,
so what you're asking me is about a black men being vulnerable humans and getting to be like vulnerable humans.
Apex predators. We're the apex predators of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, you feel threatened because it's like this. Like at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you this right here. At the end of the day, and every black man feels this within inside their body, and I can picture that you feel a certain power as being a black man. Like it's unexplainable. It's unexplainable. You feel as though that you're the strongest motherfucker to ever walk this earth. And I'm talking about this, and it's like this, and I don't you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And you can see it. You can see it where you know what? That you are probably one of the most strongest motherfuckers on earth. So what happens is that back in the day, they realized that you were also the strongest motherfucker on earth, because and the smartest motherfuckers on earth, because even the stupider parts of Africa produced blacks that gave you algebra. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
These situations, you know what I'm saying? It's like this when you're so far locked in.
Bill God, Bill God.
To whatever, when you're so far locked into what is good and great on this motherfucking earth, then guess what? When people want to take away from that, they have to make people scared of you. When you're the biggest nigga on a block, and I'm being bigger nice, but if you're the biggest dude on the block, you could be a gentle giant, but guess what? What it is, people are going to say you, if they want to tear you down because they can't beat you, what they're going to do, they're going to say you did all these wrong things. So everybody else leaves, because when things get broken and everything like that, it has to be the biggest cat on the block. But you know, it's normally not.
And that leads me to my next statement. Like these same people that say they felt threatened are the same ones that say we need to get over slavery. So why are you so threatened? Why do you feel so scared? Like, we're not, like, statistically, we're not super predators. Like these are people that believe in fake, botched, trumped up juke stats that paint a picture of black men being fucking super predators. It's not. It doesn't exist. And for like I like solutions, and I don't even have a solution to debunking that whole thing. Like I don't have one. Like
we need a hugging nigga day. We need a hugging nigga day, Keisha. That's what we need.
Hold on. No.
I have a
it's intentionally ratchet. Sorry.
Grown ass fucking big ass men-sized boys in my house, right?
First of all, your sons are very large. You know what I'm saying? I feel like your grocery bill is $5,000 a month. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They sleep with those tubes in them so they can get food at night while they sleep.
So it is it's scary.
I feel like all your sons were born at 13 pounds and 30 inches long. It was just like they came out 3 days.
My sons were 6.5 pounds when they were born.
Listen, you are
what?
That is
really, Keisha?
Mm-hmm. Those
and then they came out and just
you had natural.
They was 5 feet.
No drugs. Natural, no drugs. They were both of my ones that I popped out were both 6.5 pounds and all natural.
You got a C-section baby in there too?
No, my third son is adopted.
Okay. I thought you had a C-section in there. So I was like, because if you have giant kids, I feel like your kids, you laid eggs and they just came out of it fully grown.
I wish I could have laid an egg.
Can we talk about that? Can we talk about that? Laying eggs.
Laying eggs?
Wait, what?
Laying eggs. Would you lay an egg if you could lay an egg?
Segue, Bishop.
Instead of
that is not a good segue.
Wait, Bishop, lay an egg instead of what, my nigga?
Having a baby out. Now I will tell you that my second son, no, because he just kind of flew out. But the first one, I would have laid an egg any day.
Like, how big would human eggs be? Would it be an ostrich egg? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, probably. Hi, baby. Hey, Alex.
It'd have been the size of a football.
Look at that. Oh, that's a cat. Look at him. He doesn't
He
like
even
it.
knew Kitty. Hi,
Call
Nuke. What's
Peter.
the kitty's name?
Here comes my dog because he's jealous. Go.
What's the kitty's name?
His name is Sir Robinson 9 Brown.
Okay. Call Peter.
I ain't gonna remember that nigga name. He got too many names.
Nine.
Just call it.
Just call him 9. Just call him 9.
Royce the 5. So like you named after Royce the 5'9" nigga?
No. My son named him Cooper.
The dog named Cooper and the damn cat, and cats don't give a fuck.
And the cat is Royce the
I
5'9".
don't like cats because they don't give a fuck.
I
I like cats.
That's why I like cats. They come talk like me. I come holler at you when I want to holler at you, and then if not, I'm over here doing whatever I want to do.
Well, I'm gonna try to trip you down the steps. That's what I'm gonna try to do. While you carrying twins, I'm gonna trip you down the steps. But listen, that's just my cat. I think my cat hates me at the same time, and I'm the only motherfucker to feed her punk ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn rescue cat.
He's a month old. And somebody in my neighborhood posted.
No, you are fucking. Hold on. I want to stop you right there. You are fucking wrong, Shabazz. You're fucking wrong, buddy. Because guess what? There's the duck-billed platypus that also lays eggs.
Yeah. Remember that shit from when we was kids? The duck-billed platypus on the commercial. Never mind. Nobody remembers the commercial with the duck-billed platypus for me.
Duck-billed platypus.
They had that.
What was it?
They had the tapes. Remember they had the VHS tapes when you could learn about animals and shit.
Duck-billed platypus.
That's how I first heard about a duck-billed platypus.
All day. Now me and brother have the slap box because normally he's right, so I'm gonna slap box him for him being wrong. 5 to the head.
Slap boxed on Sunday.
It was just a hypothetical. Like
yes, it's hypothetical.
You didn't mean it. Damn.
Could you lay eggs?
Speaking of
laying eggs, remember alien?
It would be like ostracized eggs.
I don't think it should be an ostracized egg. I think we should have some
like
eggs.
this big, like this big.
No, I'm talking about JJ.
They're bigger than that.
Maybe a hot sauce.
Hold on. What I'm saying is because a nigga be rolled up and shit in itself.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's a possibility that like size might be adjusted because a nigga be rolled up to get.
Yep.
Right.
Okay.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. But both of my boys were little, and the first one, his head from here to like here. It took him so long to come out.
Jesus Christ. I feel good. Thank you for being a mother. Thank you for bringing forth new generations and everything like that. Mm-hmm. For that fucking your up your back and shit and your epidurals and shit like that. So I appreciate y'all. You are truly good. All your damn babies.
All that.
Because as black women, you know, it's like this. As black women die at a higher clip than their white counterparts or whatever. You know what I mean? Because they just again implicit bias again. We talk about bias because they don't think that we register pain.
Yeah, they think black women can handle more pain.
That's like fortunately again, I have lived a privileged life. I'm not gonna deny that at all. I had insurance the whole time, like that I was pregnant with both kids. I had a midwife for both kids because I chose to have a midwife for both kids. And it is a harrowing experience to have a baby, like it is. And there are a lot of things that can go wrong through the pregnancy, through the birth. And it is important to have good resources, good support. Excuse me, sir. Good resources, good support through the whole thing. And a lot of people don't have access to that. Mm-hmm. Everyone should have access to that. But it is what it is. They're here. They're out. They've been out for a long time.
That's what's up.
Hey, so all the just looking at Shabazz's joint had me thinking about so UNC is not gonna do on campus.
State camp sent all them niggas home today too, right?
State doing they doing,
but 6th or 7th.
But Central is doing classes.
Right.
That's
What
for,
y'all think
for
about
2
that?
weeks. They're only do.
This,
They're gonna send them kids home too, right? It's a bit frustrating. Like I don't think that's gonna stand.
what I'm gonna do is right here.
It's frustrating what to open and close it again.
Play my shit. Can I play my shit?
Go for it.
I think this right here. Here it is with Central. It's kind of like this. Central kids are going to respect the coronavirus a little bit differently. They're going to respect it. You know what I'm saying? Because as folks of color, we a little bit more cautious. Ain't gonna be no like we. What it is right here, because you ain't gonna take it serious.
What are you doing? You can't go in there.
My bias is showing right now. I'm gonna just be honest.
Mine's about to.
So yeah,
So
you're
what are you
right.
saying, Bishop?
But I got questions because that I would go with it if there weren't videos of the house and skewers and somebody gonna be mad at me.
Oh, shout out to skewers.
They got good chicken.
Sweet honey mild wings right now. I'm sorry, go ahead.
So those places are open and patronized by most all black people. So skewers, like the house.
There ain't no college black folk.
There's some. But my point is that these are adult black folks, and they are also college black people.
Listen,
these are adult. These are so. Nope, I don't. I'd go with what you're saying to me if we didn't see examples of how the adult black folk aren't managing it as what either. Nah.
I have questions and a statement at the same time. So I went to NC State University, which is not an HBCU. But when I went
on the show, like at the end of the day, like you know what? Because listen, you are too.
No. Listen to what. Let me say what I'm gonna say now.
You about to say go Pat?
From every
HBCU,
is that how it goes?
Yeah, across the area, and I feel like that they were under far greater watch at HBCUs than we were at non-HBCUs. I feel like that. Because
you got to work twice as hard.
Like they'd have to either come to us and stay with us, or we could go to them but not stay as long as we would if we were on State's campus or Carolina's campus. Mm-hmm. Like I feel like there's a greater watch on these children. They're still children on HBCU campuses. Central has led. They made statements. They made statements pledging to make sure these kids are where they're supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
And my kid is on State's camp. I mean, my kid goes to State, and he's on campus. Or was. But he's still living at home. But he goes on campus. He goes. He had a couple of lectures during the week that he had to go to in person before they shut down. He's had friends on State's campus. He's a gamer, so there's a whole big gaming community there. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But there's a whole lot of shit going on NC State, Carolina, ECU's campuses, or just outside, adjacent to campus,
right?
That I really don't think would happen at Central.
Hey, you know why? Because and I'm gonna say this right here. I have been to Central during a non-COVID time at one point, right? Because we were doing this. We were doing a cipher where you've heard of NC State cipher,
of course.
So,
so
they wanted to expand the cipher.
I remember that.
Yeah, different. So they brought it to Central, and we had to tell this Central the students, because they gathered like around about like 9 o'clock just outside with us.
Was it at the bowl? Was it at the bowl?
I don't think it was at the bowl. It's probably maybe in front of the student union or something like. No, actually, it was at the bowl. It was at the bowl.
Okay, I was like, I thought it was at the bowl.
That's how this nigga be lying.
Yo, so we was at the bowl or whatever, and they tried to come in and move the crowd, right? And we was like, no, they don't have to go anywhere. I was like, no, y'all don't go anywhere because y'all pay tuition pays their salaries. You could be out here all night if you want to.
This person trying to start a revolt.
Wow.
And but the college, but what it is right here. It's
what you're saying.
They had that type of like, nah, y'all need to be in the house.
School marm, right? School marm vibe,
right? It was like, yo, you gotta
get in there. Go to class.
So Miss Deborah gonna come outside and be like, y'all need to go on in. It's late and it's Corona. Okay.
Right.
So, I'll rock with that.
It was the same way because A&T started 4 weeks ago, and there's countless videos and pictures of the kids out on the yard
having a good old time.
No masks, just out there, coronavirus sending it up.
But they protesting the cancellation of jihad.
I'm sorry, I was about to diss A&T, and you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be a bigger person because I'm 40 damn years old, and I shouldn't be dissing motherfuckers like A&T anymore. But what I was gonna say was this right here: A&T got so many sexually transmitted diseases, it canceled out Corona. Boom, boom, boom. Psst. I had to get it out. It was inside my chest.
Hold on, Bishop. You said you went to what college, Bishop?
Listen, I go with Central. I go with Central because it's in Durham. Hey. Yeah.
So you graduated
from
Central.
School that you like in Philly?
I was down here. I was down here during that time. I run with the Eagles because my people went to the Eagles.
So Abington. So you are, what is the name of it? Like the school with the horse and the white ghost. What's the name of it?
You know what? I went to Jordan High School.
The Galloping Ghost. That's what Naughty said. The Galloping Ghost.
Have you all seen?
It's a Klan man on a horse. It's a Klan man on a horse. That's what it is.
We were talking about just me and my homegirl were talking about our transition into middle school and gifted and talented classes and shit, and how they weren't populated heavily by Black people. And in her particular community, they had to have the NAACP come to make it so that she could get into the gifted and talented classes. Her mama, she's like, my mama worked real hard for us to live in the suburbs of Philly. She showed me this image of their mascot, and I didn't think the shit was real.
My thing is this right here. When I say this right here, I'm not gonna first of all, just washing my hands and not having poo fingers. You guys be dissing the shit out of me for no reason, and I don't think I deserve it.
Bullshit.
You just trying to have a warrior spirit. You just trying to have a warrior spirit.
A warrior spirit. Get on your horse and chill the fuck out.
I don't feel like I'm getting the amount of respect I deserve as being Bishop Omega.
Well, then go to the fucking barbershop, Bishop.
I was the first person on this show. You guys are gonna sit here and put me on blast, and it doesn't matter.
Look, man, you 5'2.5" with Tim's. You don't get no respect.
And you wear a size 9 shoe, nigga. I got some Skechers upstairs for you.
Listen, would you step in the ring with Manny Pacquiao? I'm asking you a serious question. Would you step in the ring with Manny Pacquiao?
All I gotta do is this.
How much money?
But how much? I get in there.
How long?
All I gotta do is this to your forehead. You're not gonna reach me.
I'm talking about Manny Pacquiao.
All I gotta do is this to your forehead. You're not gonna reach me.
And that's true with Manny too. That's a good point. That's a good point for him. Yes, my arm. I don't have that.
Yes, if you do that, I'm gonna bite one of your fingers off. It's going down like I'm.
Pause, sir. Pause.
Listen, I'm gonna chew it and swallow it so that way you can't get it back.
Bishop, chill. Shit, you're not helping yourself. Chill. No.
You try to give him a way out. He just kept going further and further.
Damn.
Yeah, finger off. I don't care. I didn't fall asleep. But nah, listen, it's 2 hours and 18 minutes. Josh, you got any trivia, anything like that for anybody or not?
I ain't got shit.
You got shit.
That's all right, y'all.
Any last words, Candy?
No, we did a great. Y'all look. No, y'all covered it well. Shout out to Bishop for going to the barber on Friday. Everybody clap for that shit.
All this
that nigga
shaped up.
Fuck Bishop Omega.
Not nice.
I think I deserve that. I probably do. But listen, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell y'all this right here. One thing about me and everybody else I want to call out there, love yourself. It's called self-esteem for a reason. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So what I want you to do for everybody that does this right here, you got water in your stomach, right? You got water in your stomach. I want you to build a fire at the bottom of the pit of your stomach. And I want you to make that fire build up. So guess what? All that steam from that water in your stomach builds up inside of you. Okay. And you know what that's called? Self-esteem. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody.
Hey, Muhammad, chill out. Chill out.
You know I know, Muhammad. You're out here talking crazy.
Yo. Anyway, I got a question for y'all real quick before we get off. I got a question for y'all to ponder, to think, to contemplate. If you punch yourself and it hurts, are you really strong or really weak? You think about that one.
I'm really strong. I'm going to go with how strong I am.
You ain't got to answer. I just want you to ponder on that one.
Right.
I still want to answer. If
I don't have to answer, I'm not going to think about it. That's how my brain works.
Yeah.
She said, I don't care about you picking up stuff.
Wow. Guess what? Why when you pinch your own elbow skin, it don't hurt?
So if it don't hurt, like I said.
That's Halloween.
It's called
Venus Serena Williams? What you say?
Weenus, as in
a penis.
No, weenus.
Elbow penis? It's an elbow penis.
This part of your arm is the elbow skin is called a weenus.
It's an elbow.
It's a ween.
So it's a weenus, like an elbow penis.
It's no pain there.
Wait. So it's an elbow penis, Keisha?
I'm gonna start hating them like this on my. I'm gonna start hating them like this on my OnlyFans,
girl. Oh, girl.
You could do a weenus OnlyFans. You could do a weenus OnlyFans, but I didn't make the name up. It's just
I got a big weenus. You see that big?
I bet there's like a bishop at a church in Durham named Weenus Jenkins.
No.
You see that big weenus? I got.
So wait, so it's got gray sweatpants, an elbow with gray sweatpants.
Yep, that's the weenus. You out here with it's not a sweatpant, it's a sleeve. It's an Iverson sleeve. It's a gray Iverson sleeve.
So is this a Wenage a trois?
Oh, look at that!
Wow.
I said Wenage, but you got what I'm like.
Hey,
right.
Hey, Muhammad, you can call, but we're not gonna pick up.
But you can leave a message though, and we'll talk about it tomorrow and next week.
You can call
or not.
Call in.
You can do whatever you like, Muhammad. He said, "Can I call in?"
Yeah. Call in. Call 919-780-4520.
Mike Jones.
We ain't gonna pick up. You can leave a message. Call us. We won't call you.
Pop copy.
Right.
Is it? Hold on. Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah, in it. That's
similar. Yeah. But on their like logo that they had, the motherfucker was in white.
Listen, as I was searching for
it's
that,
the Blazing Klansman.
That's a straight. That is a straight Klansman. On his horse. Like that thing is a straight Klansman on this horse.
Hey,
we're talking about the issues that they have in that community.
Hey, fuck it. Send Sebastian the link. Send them the link. I'm gonna put them on.
Send them the link.
Somebody's with the shits today. Someone's with all the shits. Okay.
Hold on my phone, so you send it to me.
Hey, Shabazz, we're gonna bring you in. We're gonna bring you in, Shabazz. We're gonna bring you in right now. We're gonna bring you in right now.
What just happened?
He mad about something.
Yeah, he wants smoke.
What's he said?
But he said fuck the Eagles. Y'all, he said fuck y'all Eagles. That's what he said.
Yeah, I saw
that's what it's about. About the Eagles.
Oh.
That's it.
Hold on.
I'm gonna go make popcorn for this shit. And I'm not far away. And it only takes 2 minutes.
He said he ain't the one to play with.
Hey, we're gonna send you the link right now.
You send the link right now. Hey, Shabazz, send me your
You got a friend request him.
No, I don't
That's
have
a lot of steps.
No, I just gotta
Send it to him in the messenger.
I'm gonna make
send it to him in
popcorn.
Messenger.
I know, but
Yeah,
if
request
you're
him for
not
that.
friends, it goes into that special mailbox that I check once a month.
So Shabazz,
I hate that shit.
check your
Me too,
other
Keisha.
inbox. We sending you the link for you to go on.
Hello, beautiful woman.
It's called it's called no, but for mine, it's because people won't go to my my business page, and they send them to my personal one, and so it's like a paragraph long about a mural that somebody once done, and
nope, mine is just like, hello, beautiful woman.
I am from Nigeria. So Nigerians.
So brown skin girls. Quick question, because y'all are some hip hop heads. One of y'all are known as the hip hop mom. King's disease. How y'all feel about that?
I love it.
Keisha, did you see my adjustment to what you said though?
No, you dubbed it perfectly when you said it's adult contemporary hip hop. Like it is. Like we.
But I wanted to make sure that I gave the appropriate credit because I got off the show before I saw that, and so then I went and rewatched the end
when it came out. You dubbed it adult contemporary hip hop when like the day.
But what I'm trying to tell you is that I agree that it falls in the category. However, I ain't come up with the shit Charlemagne did, and I thought that I wanted to make sure there was some clarification there.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
No,
but that's what.
P, now what the fuck are you doing? Take yourself off. Take yourself off.
I didn't do that.
So
I'm sorry.
It definitely is still. Oh yeah, it's nice. It's adult what's happening in real life.
Like I said on our show, Straight to Tape, you can catch us on Sundays at 2 p.m.
Shameless plug.
You can. The Foxy's verse was really disappointing.
It was meh. That's what I call it.
The verse
it's not even. It was disappointing.
It was nothing special about it.
All Cormega's verse was fire. Like
yes.
Yeah, like Cormega really like
the whole album
Muhammad, you need to friend request Bishop.
No, I'm friends with him. We friends already. I just sent him the link. Yeah, if he just
all you gotta do is click on the link and come in.
Yeah, click on the link and shit get you through, bro.
Sometimes it takes a few times or it moves slow, y'all. You know,
he got an Android phone. That's
super
don't be an asshole, Justin.
And I've seen several people say that they're ready for a firm return, but
not all of them.
No, like
you know what? Maybe somebody just needs to. Foxy's practice.
I'll rap in Foxy's place. Like her shit was like everybody was talking about how their lives have evolved over the past 20, 25 years, right?
Hers
and they're
hasn't.
Like they're like fathers and businessmen and blah blah blah. He's talking about pussies and Glocks, like.
Well, what if her reality hasn't adjusted?
I would hope that she's involved some over all these years.
Y'all got a fast ass auntie, but you know, like there's some right, Keisha. But you know what I'm saying? Like everybody, there's somebody. We hope.
No, I think that's just. I would like to think that at her age, she's around our ages.
I agree.
Between y'all and me, like that, her life has evolved. She does have a child. Like. Children will force your life to evolve unless you're just the fuck person. Like, unless
my question is nobody, and this is the thing I ain't heard nobody talk about. So remember she couldn't hear? Can she hear now?
That's what I'm thinking.
And that's another thing. Like, I would think she would be a champion of that, right? Because she has made major accomplishments for a deaf person. Like she has.
And that's what I'm trying to. But that's what I want to know. Can she hear? Because I'm not sure she can hear.
I mean, now that
nigga don't want this smoke. That's all I'm gonna have to say.
Oh,
whatever smoke,
that's what it is.
Whatever smoke he had, you know what I'm saying?
He got it.
He got it. He cut the fan on.
Muhammad.
Ain't it always funny when
low engine ass could ass nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Puff the Magic Dragon ass nigga.
It's always fun when niggas talk.
Oh, y'all want this smoke? Okay, hit a link.
Oh,
I can't get on.
Let me like this match. Let me like this match.
Exactly.
Puff, puff,
But yo, Keisha.
puff, puff, pass.
I don't even know what smoke he was talking about, but he ain't give none at all.
It was either about the Eagles or the HBCUs. I'm not sure. But yo, let's backtrack real quick before we got distracted. If I was Nas, right, or anybody else in the firm, I would.
It's funny.
Would you really allow that mediocre Foxy verse to slide? Like if she went in the booth and she laid it down and she thought she was killing it.
Maybe there was like
that ain't it. Come back, try again.
But maybe it was like.
So we know she's capable of better.
And that's the best one. Like, maybe it was 20 verses and that's the best one. It's a firm track. Like you couldn't, like literally. Well, I don't know.
So if you listen to it,
I don't know. But
if you listen to it, it sounds like she was definitely like punched in. Like definitely they wasn't all in the studio together. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just like
no, definitely not. Nobody's in the studio together anymore.
I'm just saying, so in that sense, so she just had something and she did it like 5, 6, 11 times, and that was the best one, and that was whatever. But while we're talking about it, I want to give a major shout out to one of my favorite artists, period. And North Carolina, local, my man Pat Jr.
Oh,
my man Pat Jr. He co-produced.
The other cat, but who else with?
He co-produced the that's why I say co-produced because I don't remember the other person. He co-produced the first track, King's Disease. So for anyone that listens to that, he co-produced that track. So he's a dope artist, dope producer.
But I
listen to his music all the time. I'm a big fan of his, and so I hit him up and I was like, "Yo, shout out to him."
Shout out to Pat Jr., man. That's a big deal.
Aww,
yeah,
congratulations on that.
That's a major flex because I don't.
That's cool.
Outside of Kazi, I don't really know anybody that has had a major deal or Infante, but shout out to him for that.
That's them. Yeah. So overall, did I enjoy it? Yes. Yeah, you can't make old Nas new Nas, and if we want humans to evolve,
I don't need old Nas. I'm 40 years old.
I know where to get old Nas. I want old Nas. Like if I want old Nas, I know where to push play, and I'm fine with that.
This was a way better album than that joint he put out with Kanye. So I'm pleasantly
blame Kanye for that.
I am so pleased and happy with this project. It is so much better than the joint that he put out with Kanye.
Yeah.
Beats, organization, everything. The whole thing is so much better than
production, beats. Yeah. That's always my concern with Nas. Even though he don't like to deal with it or admit it,
I'm gonna
when
tell
he
you
just too much.
I'm gonna tell you right here. We don't.
But you can't hold on.
Don't listen to Nas.
You cannot do the rest of your career when Premier does a lot of shit on when you're on your first album. Like there's not. Really,
but he had Premier, Large Professor, Rock, all on the same album.
All of those super fucking producers. There's not much more you can.
No,
that's an interesting.
For the rest of your life.
What I'm saying as an artist, with Nas is this right. The reason why Nas's first album was so spectacular was first, he was probably the first person that did the formula of multiple producers. Like before Illmatic, there wasn't people doing that, right? Okay,
right.
What it was, he was also 19 years old, and he was humming, and then he didn't know what his voice was, right? So once he made Illmatic, Nas was always going to pick terrible beats. He was born to pick terrible beats. He was always going to be a rapper. What I'm saying is,
but as long as as all that shit goes on the lost tapes, we know what we're walking into.
Right. Yeah. What it is this right here. Nas was always what he did, he put his trust in the people that had been there before him, right? But Nas is such a phenomenal rapper, like top tier lyricist, that once he figured out, I don't have to listen to nobody else. I'm gonna pick the people I like and rap to these beats. He just can't pick beats. Now he doesn't want anybody. And what Nas also says, I don't go backwards. So unfortunately, what we have is this right here. Nas bust his nut early on in the career. That's where Illmatic came from. Now, if Nas would have had 7 Frontier and 1 Primo beat and all the rest of it, some Frontier, then guess what? Fine. Then we would have had dope ass beat albums during this whole time. But again, for a person that we can't stand, excuse me, his beat selections.
Oh, excuse me. You all right, friend?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I swallowed a little spit, but I got through it because I'm a professional. Listen, because like we are arguing about Nas not being able to pick beats, and I'm like this. That's a 20-year.
No one's arguing.
I was saying no one's arguing.
Friend.
Right.
No one's arguing. We're all
He means the internet. I think he means the internet.
Right. I'm saying the internet itself is like, yo, oh shit, this nigga can't pick beats, and we've been saying this nigga can't pick beats, and he got 17 albums out. And we still talk about like it's something's going on that we love Nas.
But listen, I really do have a theory that icons, air quote, like Nas, Jay-Z, L, like they do albums because we want them to do albums. They're involved in so many other things that kind of quell that artistic fire inside of them. That they don't have to do albums. They do albums because, okay, I'm Nas, I'm a rapper, and I need to do an album. And I want to make it good this time. And I think this album was good. It was a good bridge between Nas, legendary, and a bunch of new artists that my kids have turned on.
Like people talk about it as like the toss of like the passing of the baton. Like
yeah.
If you want an album with Nas, because if you think about it, and we think back to generally or how we think about like what do we call him, like a classic or like a classic hip hop artist.
Shabazz,
and we talk about say what?
Sorry, Brother Shabazz was saying he loves us because his cricket phone doesn't work. I just want to say that we want to give you as much love as you give us because we talk shit and he's got tough skin and we love Brother Shabazz. He's been on the show for about 3 years. I like him.
Big life. Well, yeah, it's like the passing of the baton. It's like the passing of the baton.
Yeah, and it was a good
newer artists.
I was ready for the smoke.
Josh, you can get the smoke next week.
Josh, you always ready for the smoke.
I'm always ready.
That's just your personality.
And there was no shits. And he had to put the diaper back.
I'm always with the shits.
Listen, just what I quote a poet, a young poet named Fontaine one time. He said, "I came in with 1,000 fucks and left with 12." And that's what we're gonna leave intelligently Ratchet right there.
He ain't give that damn Fontaine.
Listen, I had a great time tonight. You know what I'm saying? We all put 2 hours and 30 minutes or whatever. It's 11:30. So any shout outs we want to give, Josh?
Shout out to Pat Jr. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all y'all. Make sure y'all watch Straight to Tape.
2 p.m.
Make sure y'all go to candycarver.com. You know, make sure y'all check out DJ P Nam. Yeah. That's it. Shout out to all y'all.
We're doing.
And by Mystic Just Juice, because he's making a Mystic flavor one. That's why it's strawberry and kiwi, right?
Ooh, right.
Hey, it's a secret society. All we ask is you gotta be in the know. If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
You know. I want to say this right here. I want y'all to check out a couple of videos I'm in. Dinner for Two by Hollywood. And I'm on Josie Mo's video, Willpower. That's on his Say Yes joint. You know, I said I got 2 cameos in both of those videos. So if y'all could check those out, big those shits up. Also, if you're not sick of me after looking at those videos, check out OZ the Hitmaker's Automatic when I'm playing Buttercream Jones. You know what I'm saying? Some of the joints.
Ooh, Buttercream Jones.
Buttercream Jones. Go check it out. Go check out Buttercream Jones. And if you go down that rabbit hole, also check out Ichabod Soul Train.
Wait.
Just you fart? Or...
No. I had to get myself together after he said he was Buttercream Jones.
Buttercream Jones, and you can also see the Pasco. I'm on that joint too, but Buttercream Jones versus Ichabod Soul Train. We did a parody. We did a parody of a rap battle. So if y'all can check that out on YouTube, me and Joe, and when I'm saying this right, it's so brilliant that it was all shot in one shot. Like we didn't do another take or anything like that. Everything
what is this thing here?
That's on YouTube.
On the YouTube.
I got an alibi.
Okay.
I have an alibi. One last one. Shout out to Kazi. Make sure y'all check his radio show out on WNC. It's called Inside Voices. It's on Sundays at 2 or 2:30. 2:30. Yes. Make sure y'all check his radio show out. He talks a lot of social justice issues and anything like that.
And they actually do cocaine right there on the air where you can see it.
I saw them do just that. They went. They did that.
Don't start no best.
Yeah, and make sure you're fucking right, and make sure you're fucking with Intelligently Ratchet on all platforms. If you don't share the YouTube, the Facebook joint, we are on YouTube. We're actually streaming live on YouTube as well. So follow us on all platforms: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, top 3. We don't really care about Twitter. We don't tweet. And as always, hit us up on that phone number if you want. You can leave a message. If you want to give, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna change the banner on that. If you want to give shout outs or if you want some kind of advice or whatever, some intelligently ratchet advice, always hit us up 919-780-4520.
And I'm gonna say this right here.
Call us, we won't call you.
Don't fucking be petty, because you know what I'm saying, we all, because I think everybody in this place right now, we probably always have someone that's gonna try to be petty and try to bring up some bullshit in our past. So listen, don't be petty, because we're gonna find out who the fuck you are, and then we're gonna show your nudes on.
No, don't do that.
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give out your social security number. That's what we're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? If we know it, we're gonna give it out. That's what it is.
If we know
Look, anything can be found on Spokio with a price.
Damn, for $24.99, nigga, we can find out where your mama live.
Word up. Come find me.
Keish, you got any shout outs?
No.
Okay. Candy, you got any shout outs?
To myself for getting to stay home this week. Yup.
Right.
Hey.
You got a whole week vacation.
Shout outs also meant salutations. Anything you want to say before we go off?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Hang on.
P9, anything you want to say?
Yeah, man. Shout out to my boy Josh Adam. We was promoting different things that are coming out. He's got a new song called How It Feels. It's a great R&B kind of mellow joint. So you can follow him on Instagram at Josh Raps. I got some of his songs on my profile as well at DJ P Nominal. Instagram is where I primarily live. Y'all can follow me there. And that's pretty much it. That's all I got.
Cool.
We out, man.
We out.
I'm gonna have a whole